get into it. Jeff, you are my co-host of Cocktails. How you doing?
I'm doing quite well. I'm Ramna one half. That was this boy's sexual awakening.
Really?
So
Ranma one half, of course.
But about that time was when my stepbrother got really into anime and kind of introduced me to it because I'd like go visit my dad and some of my step family during summer vacations, and that was like one of the ones that after you've been into it a while, it's like I gotta show you this. And yeah, I just remember there was just a lot of there was is that kind of what is that's what how I'm remembering it. It's not that at all.
It's
not
like
there's nothing sexual about it.
It's like shonen anime and what is it, Shoten or Shojin anime? It's kind of a mixture of boys fighting anime with like the made for girls romance and shoujo. Thank you. Anime kind of mashed together, and it's this boy who gets cursed with whenever they're covered in cold water. Whenever they get hit with cold water, they turn into a girl. And
this sounds familiar.
And then when
I think there were some side characters that my stepbrother in particular took an interest in. It's like, you got to see her. It's like, and there's I remember that being one. There was other ones as well, but Ramna one half was in there.
And it's good. I've never seen it, but that would make total sense that would be your sexual awakening, Jeff, because it was just a little before my time.
It actually wasn't. Princess Leia in Return of the Jedi was.
Right, with the gold bikini. I don't understand the obsession with the gold bikini, personally. I you know what I mean? I think for me it was
the closest I'd come to seeing, like an undressed female, so at that time in my life. So
for me it was Maid Marian in the Disney Robin Hood, probably. Yeah, that was probably my first big old slice out fucking ass.
Big like cartoon eyelashes.
Yeah, and I wanted to fight, and then I would marry a woman who looks like a cartoon character. So there you go. Thanks a lot, Disney. Carly, you're not the co-host of Cocktails. You're the co-host of the Week in Review, which will be next Monday. But I invited you on, of course, because A, it's always a pleasure to have you, but B, man, baby, and C, it's because we missed last week because I took a week off. So I said, hey, why the hell not? Why don't you come on and do the crossover as we tend to do?
I always love coming around for cocktails. Come on.
It's always a blast, and let's get into it. The reason why it's always a blast is because we always start with a drink. And tonight's drink, we're going back in time, ladies and gentlemen. We are going with the Summer Manhattan. We've done this one once before. And we're going to do it one more time for you. Perfect drink. And we haven't done a bourbon-based drink in a minute, too, by the way. Here we go. 2 parts rye to start it off. And we've got our drinks right here. So you've got your rye right here. You've got your Dubonnet Rouge right here. And then the Regan's Orange Bitters as the 3 ingredients. Very simple drink to make. So let's mix it up, shall we? Here we go. To start, toss some ice in there. I usually like to go ahead and start that up. And then you're going to do 2 parts rye. I will be opening this bottle in front of your very eyes to prove to you that I'm definitely Holden McNeely and I'm definitely drinking actual rye. That is no way watered down to my wife's chagrin.
I'm going to make 2 of these. I'm going to make one for Lindsay, too. So.
Nice. And I think if I ever got a yacht, I would name it my wife's chagrin. That would be a fun name for a yacht.
I like it.
And next stop on the choo-choo train, we're going with 1 part Dubonnet Rouge. 1 part Dubonnet Rouge. I forgot. What's the name of this dumbass movie, Jeff?
Zardoz?
ZZ, yeah.
Zardoz, yeah.
Zardoz.
Thank God the Brandy Man isn't here. Man, baby. Let me move that down. That would be the Angry German subscribing. I'm back, baby. 35 months. Unbelievable.
Sweet. Yeah.
All right, so 1 part. Here we go. I am doing this weirdly. All right, and on to the final ingredient right here. So professional here. So professional. It's going to be, 3 dashes, you said. 3 dashes of number 6, Regan's number 6 Orange Bitters. I think this is one of the this is one of the fundamental bitters to have if you're going to have a little bar set up at home. That's going to be so important, so fundamental. And here we go. Step 4. Stir with ice and strain into glass. So here we go. I'm gonna pull out my, I call it a glooge. I'm gonna take this, stir it around. Fantastic fucking shit. And step 5 is suckle. So we're just gonna pour this out. Very important, if you're gonna make a drink, it's very important to have a glass to pour the drink in. So let me grab that really fast.
Well, you got those sexy big ice cubes.
Yeah.
A little big ice cube.
Yeah, I like the big cubes.
Yeah.
I have them as well. Yeah, it's really easy actually. It's very cheap to get one of those big ice cube trays from the internet, and then you can have them at home, Carly.
I'm gonna very quickly hand one off to Lindsay.
My own ice cubes?
You can have your own big ice cubes, absolutely.
I get teased a little bit here over the fact that I like a lot of ice cubes in my drink. I get called a Vanderbilt.
You get called
All
a
the
what?
ice cubes I use. Vanderbilt.
Oh.
Rockefeller as in.
Right. As in a fancy person.
Oh yeah.
A fancy
those
lad. All right, here we go, and let's have a toast. Cheers. Cheers, cheers, cheers to both
So
of
nice
you.
to see you guys.
Yum. A delicious summery drink.
I got to give a shout out to Mike Cacheries, who's a friend of mine, and the owner and like main mixologist of the Travel Bar in Brooklyn, which I've mentioned. If you've been a long time watcher of this stream, then you know.
Oh, nice.
Every so often.
Oh, hell yeah.
He made this drink actually.
Oh, fantastic. Well, it is a delicious drink. I'll probably make a double next time just because it's the big ice cube really probably fills it out a little bit more.
Yes.
Maybe let me grab a big ice cube. So that'll slow me down a little bit. I'm scared of this one,
It's a
Jeff.
cube.
Of course, see, Carly, these big giant
Oh yeah.
cube trays
Love
are
it.
great.
I like the big spheres too.
The spheres are
Okay. Easy to
the
please.
worst to like. We stopped even using our sphere trays. It was so hard to like.
You've
get
got
them.
your freezer is like the size of a shoebox. Like I don't see how you'd have any room for them.
Oh yeah, but it was
Yeah.
also just really hard to get them to come out right because.
Yeah.
This will work.
There you go. Where you're freezing up a little bit,
Looks
Jeff.
like the Death Star mid explosion.
Yes,
Oh,
it does.
sorry.
It does look like the Death Star mid explosion.
Yeah, sorry, my internet's been good today. I don't know. I hope this doesn't get warm.
You're fine. You're fine. You have little
I
hiccups.
had something explained to me. What was the? Oh, never mind. Sorry. There was something appeared. Some Twitch message appeared here, and I was like, I don't know what this means.
You've collected all of the level 1 emotes is the one that I got.
Yes. What does that mean?
I have no fucking idea, Jeff. It's a bunch of these kids these days and their Twitch, and we're trying to be old men on it, and that's just the way it is, okay? Things will never be the same, okay? But either way.
Magic, Jeff. Magic says something.
So, how have things been? I went away for a week. I didn't get a real vacation. I'm still looking. I'm actually having a meeting this week with the LPN guys to talk about getting a week off from everything at some point,
Yeah.
maybe in August or September. And because I've been going so much, so strong, so hard. I can't even fucking grab at it and squeeze at it to get it to go away. So I do need that to happen. It's for sure, certainly. But I mean, the work is fun. I can't complain. But especially because I can always say, hey, I need a week off from at least the stream, and I can do that anytime I want. And so that, and it really was nice. I mean, what did I do? Not a lot. I played a lot of Ghosts of Tsushima. I made it to Act 3 of Ghosts of Tsushima, so I'm kind of getting towards the end. That game's playing out a lot like open world games play out, where I'm starting to hit a little bit of a fatigue on it. It's getting very samey. The story and the writing itself, not enough really to just make it all about that in like a Witcher sense. I feel like The Witcher kind of got a little samey and stuff in terms of just the combat and stuff, but it was not that when it came to this writing. So you stayed for the writing. What's up, Heather B? How's it going? And but yeah, I don't know. What the fuck else did I do? I didn't, I don't even know, man. What else I did? I will say one thing I wanted to bring up. I was, we'll say one thing before I bring this up and get a little dark. I've been watching a lot of girly 80s movies this past week and lately. So we did Footloose, Moonstruck, Girls Just Want to Have Fun. We did, what else did we do? Moonstruck is an incredible film. Nick Cage in Moonstruck alone is a reason for the season. But the whole movie's great. But
nice.
How about Heathers? Did you watch
not
Heathers?
yet, but I would totally watch Heathers. I really want to watch, it's not 80s, but it's a girly movie that I always wanted to watch. I wanted to watch Bring It On. Really bad, actually. Real quick, Soch, she's a man baby. Everyone sings the song, $30 donation. And thanks for kicking it off for me. I will repost the incentives. I know they just got posted, but I should speak of that before we get into it too deep here. Cocktails incentives, $5 for a toast or roast to you, $10 to choose one of us to perform karaoke, $25 for a lip sync competition between Jeff and Holden with commentary from Carly. You name the song, you can't go wrong. Everybody sing along. Or don't. Fuck you. Either way, though, that's the link to donate, and we greatly appreciate it. Now, going back to it, I would have to say, I think what it is growing up, and I hope this has changed for boys and girls, but growing up, I feel like what I'm doing is I'm revisiting a lot of movies that I always meant to watch, or always low-key wanted to watch, but no, those movies were for girls, and I'm a boy, so I don't watch those kinds of movies. And also, I hated the 80s, and also, I hated musicals. So, like, growing up. And now I love musicals. I'm, like, fascinated by the 80s. Like, just Footloose, just the fashion and the fucking, like, way the roads looked alone. Unbelievable. It's just mesmerizing to see just the clothes people wore and the hair people wore back then. So that's been really great. And your eyes lit up. Is that because what, Umbrella Academy season 2? Is that what it is? Yeah, you're enjoying that.
I have to. I think I've got a high school yearbook photo on my phone, and you're talking about hair in the '80s.
Oh man,
yes.
Your high school photos are
I may have seen this photo before, but I'll see it again. I love it. It's so funny.
It's pretty good. I wish I had a picture of myself in my Sound Stations jazz choir thing with my bolo tie and all that, but I don't know if I could find that one. This might take me a second. You might.
But you recommend Umbrella? I heard Umbrella Academy season 1. I just kept hearing so many different things, and I'm so interested in it now after doing the episode of My Chemical Romance because Dude Bro wrote the comics. But
I enjoyed season 1. But I also didn't like weigh in too heavily on it. And I was like, fun show. Yeah, cool. I mean, I like superpowers. I like time travel, so they got me on that. But I just started, the second season. I watched the first episode, and I was like, hell yeah! I think the second season is going to be better.
That's kind of what I'm hearing too.
Is looking very cool.
Just the art, the posters alone makes me want to check it out. And I haven't done a lot of superhero stuff lately, so it would be cool to do. The first half of Hamilton is great. The second half sucks. Changed my mind. All this, everybody needing people to change their minds on the internet. I don't really know why. I think your opinion's completely valid and fine. Same with, I don't get why people like Hamilton. And my opinion is, I like the whole thing.
The second half is sad. So
yeah, the second half is kind of a bummer.
That might explain it. I mean, I find it easier to listen to the first, because I love Hamilton.
Yes.
Actually, I love the entire thing. But if I was like when I was like at work and like listening to the soundtrack randomly, I would find it easier to listen to the first part of the soundtrack, and then at a certain point I'm like, I'm gonna start crying in the middle of the office now if I keep listening to this. So I would like just kind of cut it there.
Yeah, you're like Hamilton's little fucking bitch. You love it, dude. You're like his little fucking.
I'm a little bit of a
boy baby. I also love it, and I'm also his little tiny little. I'm afraid to talk about liking Hamilton nowadays.
Pull your pants down. I'm gonna spank your bottom blue.
I have had a hard time Okay, so I had one person call my opinions of Hamilton dumbass on Twitter. I muted them. If I mute someone, do they see that I mute them? Because that's the opposite of why I want to mute someone. I want to mute someone so that they don't see that I actually gave a fuck about what they said. But still not ever hear from them again. So.
I think they would notice every time they tried to speak to you and nothing showed up.
Okay. I feel like I'm the only person who hasn't seen Hamilton. I'm fine with it. I'm gonna take. All right.
I haven't seen Hamilton.
I'm gonna veer in a different direction. I honestly want your opinion on this. I got tweeted at through Page 7. So I recently saw a show that I fell in love with. Lexi and I fell in love with, called Love on the Spectrum.
Oh my God, I watched that too. I haven't finished it
Yeah.
yet.
I fucking loved it, and Lexi, we loved it so much, dude.
Man, I cry so much.
We
though. I cried
started
so
watching it on like Thursday night. We watched 4 of the 5 episodes on Thursday, Man Baby, and then the last episode the next day, right? Ruminator, by the way, thank you for the 7 months. Only seen the first season of Dark. Someone mentioned Dark, and I need to watch it, and I feel like I should watch it again so I remember what the hell is going on. I should probably watch it.
I've been told to watch that several times.
So
Yeah, and
I take one more stab at finding that photo, and then if I can't find it, I'm just gonna give up. But
So you need to like put that photo in a special folder because I think you bring it up.
I may have shown it on one of these.
That needs to be like a go-to photo because the photo is absolutely fantastic.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
It's the most 80s.
And you should have it off on hand. It should be like in some easy to get. Anyways, so I talked glowingly about Love on the Spectrum. Love on the Spectrum is about people who have autism, who are on the autism spectrum, and they're trying to date and they're trying to find love. And it's this very emotional, beautiful thing to me. It just watching these people and their bravery and their because the fundamentals of autism are a lot of like being very bad at like social cues, having a lot of anxiety around being social. It's just a huge wall in front of you when it comes to getting together with somebody, and being and finding a mate for life. Like that is so difficult to do. And I think anyone who's ever dated knows just how hard it is without having that going on. And so you can relate in all these ways. And at the same time, you're watching this thing and this show and you're just like, and you're also understanding so much more about autism and how fascinating it is and how much, and it made me want to learn more about autism and all this kind of stuff. And I was talking about that on Page 7. I'm not saying this person's wrong, but this was the tweet I got. A person added me and the co-hosts, and they posted a tweet from an autistic person that says this: "We autistics aren't actually zoo animals for you to watch mating and go, ooh, they can do that. I didn't know they could do that. And in the case of multiply marginalized autistic people, which exists plenty, it's extra layers of creepy harmful," was from this one person.
Huh.
I
hadn't considered that.
And then she added us and said, yeah. So she tweeted the autistic person. The autistic person wasn't hitting us up. She was.
Right.
And she said, "This is what it felt like hearing the end of the pod today, y'all. Love you, but please take note of how the community actually feels about Love on the Spectrum." And then incredibly othering, period. Right? And so I think my natural reaction is like to be like, fuck you. You know what I mean? Honestly, like deep down, I just have an adverse reaction. I think a lot of people do. I think that's why these discussions are very difficult. You know what I mean? For people to have, like, because your immediate reaction is to be like defensive. You know what I mean? And then I start thinking about more and I'm like, but then it made me think about reality TV in general. And now I'm sort of getting, yeah, exactly. I don't really play video games. I'm kind of hitting a wall. Something I guess I agree. I think I do also get the point of the first tweet. I will also say that this person's quoting one autistic person who's saying that's how the community is reacting, whereas I immediately went online and researched this. I didn't go super in depth, but it doesn't seem like that's how the community is reacting. That seems like that's one person's opinion, though their opinion is a bit more valid because they are indeed autistic. I'm not saying that it's not a valid opinion. But I kind of wonder where we stand on this. I guess I'm just placing this in front of you guys.
Yeah. Do you know what touched me about? And I haven't finished the whole show, but what has had me hooked on it is really just when they go on dates and it's not really working out, or they enjoy each other's company, but there's no spark necessarily. I really appreciate how there's this moment where they say, "Hey, this isn't really working out, but do you want to be my friend?" And they're like, "Yeah, we can be friends." And so I don't
in a sense, they're communicating on a more mature level than a lot of the guys that you've dated in New York City, is what you're saying. And I think that's a fucking amazing point to make.
Where
That
it's
is an
just
amazing point.
We could skip a whole bunch of bullshit if people are just like, you're cool, but I'm not really seeing this going anywhere. And it doesn't have to be like, oh, offense my ego, So I think and that's where I get a little weepy about it too, is because I'm kind of learning from the show about some of the things that I've also experienced with like dating.
Right.
And I have respect for the directness and the efficiency of it.
What else? We have some takes in the chat that I'm trying to get. I love that thought, Carly. That's so right on. That's so amazing.
Correct.
Like, what else? Yeah, I'm not gonna watch Love of the Spectrum, but I'm already crying watching Last Chance U, so I'm afraid I'll just bawl. Constantly watching. I mean, honestly, we were like, there was a lot of laughter. There was a lot of like. And not I feel like there was just some really like Michael is like I just love that guy so much.
Yeah.
I just want his life to be so good.
Hell, man.
I want him to find love so badly. He's so sweet and he's so funny. And I was like, but it's not like a laugh at thing. The funniness, the hilarity comes from kind of what you were getting at, Carly, which is that like he just says the truth and it's so blunt and it's so like in your face, but it's like not mean spirited or anything. He's just so honest. That the truth is just so funny, you know what I mean? Like,
well, because it's unexpected. Because
for someone to just say the truth,
will vary between person to person. But like dating, truth is kind of
I can understand,
rarity,
Edith. I can understand people not liking the show, but it's not really on you, Holden. Maybe they should tweet the people who make the show. Two things I feel on this, okay? And I think the reason why the person frustrated me and that is why I didn't like respond to them or anything. Two things. A, if you really gave a shit, I feel like you would just DM me. If you really cared about me, I think you would actually just DM me. I had somebody DM me recently, and this was easily a tweet they could have added me at, and they DM me and said, hey man, love the show, yada, 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 but can you please stop cutting people off? He cited a very specific example of that, and I wrote him back, and I was like, dude, I'm working on this, thank you. Like, It sucks to hear that. It sucks to hear criticism, but he did it right. Like, he was very respectful, and he even wrote back. He was like, "Dude, don't worry about it too much. I love the show. Like, just wanted to throw it out there. You know what I mean?" But I love that kind of criticism. I'm like, dude, this is a person who actually cares about me and my show. You know what I mean? And so they did it in this like really good way. But I think the thing that pisses me off about this, and this is one thing I kind of want to highlight, is at the end, incredibly othering. Period. And it's this fucking mic drop bullshit that people do in tweets, the way that they talk. Like they did it. It's kind of like how in your head you have all these fantasy conversations with people where you're like so badass and you nail it. And people finally are able to like think that they're doing that by these dumbass things on Twitter with these statements. And they're like, mic drop, fucking what up now? And I'm like, dude, I'm not engaging with that shit. If you gave a fuck, you'd fucking hit me up. You know what I mean? And be like, hey, big fan of the show, but I just feel like... And I've had that happen before. Recently, I won't name names just in case they give a fuck. I doubt they do. But recently, someone DM'd Jackie and I and was like, hey, you misgendered this person on Tiger King. You know what I mean? And, you should probably, like, say something, for doing that.
If you're talking about the person I think you're talking about, and I don't remember their name, but... yeah, they did that on the show itself too. They misgendered on.
Yeah, on the show itself they did too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it's like if you really feel this way, and I think that if you really want to like, at least for me personally, get me to like own up to a mistake or dude, just fucking DM me, bro. Just fucking hit me up in person and be respectful.
But this is something that we can all be mindful of. That isn't just like from a entertainment or performative standpoint. We all need to get more comfortable with having uncomfortable conversations and how to deliver criticism in a way that is effective and not just combative. Like there are so many different things that we all should be aware of and working on and like really making the effort and hopefully succeeding at. But you don't get the reaction or the behavior that you're hoping for by coming at someone in a way that makes them defensive.
Yeah, for me it immediately makes me defensive, and Molly's the best because she literally just responded like, "Thank you for sharing that," and then the person in question was just like, "Yeah, like thank you so much for being so responsive," right? And I can't even be the bigger man to even write that, like thank you or whatever, because part of me is just like, does it have to be like this? Does it have to be this call out shit and this mic drop shit? It's like just that little inch of stuff that I'm such a fucking anti-authoritarian person that like when I'm told how I need to be about stuff publicly and shit, I just never react well to it. You know what I mean? Even if eventually I'm like, you're right. And this person might be right, but I don't know. I feel different. Here from April 5000, I've read a few articles about how the makers of the show did all they could to make sure that this was about their lives and not making them a spectacle. By the way, this is an Australian show. Big fucking difference between Australian reality and American reality. I think that's another thing we should fucking lay down. Also, brutality enthusiasts or whatever? Let's get fucked up. We are getting fucked up. We're gonna get fucked up while we have serious and interesting conversations. Okay, so go fuck yourself. All right.
Another one soon.
All right, This is a heavy night. We're gonna talk about heavy issues. Talk about AIDS. We're talking about how we're gonna get Trump out, like have to forcefully remove him by dogs from the White House after he loses. Apparently, we're gonna talk about AIDS again after that. We're talking about AIDS twice tonight.
Going back to it.
We're going back to it, and then AIDS a third time. We're just mostly talking about AIDS tonight. We'll get there in a second. It was about their lives and not making them a spectacle. There was another show that was pushing people to do things that were uncomfortable and ended up being very harmful. But I do feel that they really showed us some sweet people and what their lives were like. I fell in love with those people, and it made me want to learn more about autism and about how to, I don't know, about efforts to make the world a better place. So I'm sorry. But also, it made me also think, or is the person tweeting at me true and correct, which I think they might be right. And in that case, all of 90 Day is othering. Pretty much every reality show is othering. Yeah. Every reality show tries to find some personality gimmick and make a dime off of it, right? Or try to be like, look, this is what Ethiopia's like. Isn't it crazy? You know what I mean? Like a 90 Day Fiance, right? When they like move to Ethiopia and it's like, oh my God, like the whole, I know one couple right now is all about, you know, kind of like essentially this Ethiopian guy just takes this girl to different parts of Ethiopia. Like, here's what a restaurant looks like. And she's like, here's what an apartment looks like. You know what I mean? In a way. And it's like, is it that fucking othering? You know what I mean? Don't we need to burn the whole thing down at that point?
Well, okay, I think, if we're specifically talking about how we all discuss the media that we are given, right? Or we pay for, essentially. I mean, it's still consumerist at heart, that shows get made because they want to have a following and make money. Okay, so you gotta like acknowledge that incentive, you know, while there might be some good intentions and maybe some even good progress by informing people, it's still kind of a business.
Well, then the blood is on your hands, Carly, and you can't wipe it off. You're like Lady Macbeth right now, Carly.
I think that, you know, we should be able to discuss this stuff, and you know, it's not at the end of the day, it's like, is it a TV show? Oh, it's media. Oh, it's trying to make money. Recognize that there's maybe some hidden drive, you know, called money.
Something, I guess. Thank you for the 119th gifted sub, by the way.
You're so wonderful.
And as we wait for Carly to wipe the blood off her hands, I also want to let you guys know we've got 3 one-apiece karaoke songs to do, courtesy of Sode. If you want to get us to sing some more karaoke, I'd love to get even more of a block going at the end of this MFing hour. Here are the incentives right there. $5 for a toast or roast to you. $10 to choose 10 of us to perform karaoke. $25 for a lip sync competition. It's more of a dancing sort of together. It's not even a competition. We fuck via the stupid Zoom or whatever. Okay. Hey, also, we've got John Twitcherman coming back into play.
I saw Marie posting about that.
That's coming up soon. John Twitcherman. This Sunday, 8 p.m. Get it. Figure it out.
gonna be a good one. It's got obviously all the usuals. Daddy Jared's back this time, and of course Marie, and yeah, it's really fun.
Jeff, Edith wants you to say Skungili Man. Can you say that?
I want you to say Skungili Man.
There you go. Thank you so much. 38 months from Euler's number. And don't say it, you said it twice.
It's real.
Don't say it. You've said it 3 times. If you say it 6 more times, he's gonna show up. April, thank you for the 5. We got away from the anime talk, but call me out and roast my IMDb credits. Oh my God, we got a specific list of credits to roast. I love it. Fantastic stuff.
You're gonna have to message me that, Holden, or something.
Yeah, sure. I can hit you up with that. I love this. From April 5000, who I know and enjoy. Also, Art Smackdown tonight. We're gonna raid that. Oh my God, look at you with your fucking dope VO for anime credits, bro.
Neat.
Oh my goodness. You were Bado Sutaru no Himitsu in Gotcha Man? Oh my goodness. She's a man baby with 5
doing in that bar?
from Andrew. A little cameo. You're not allowed in the bar, little girl. Let me get a toast tonight. Hell yeah, Andrew. Fantastic. All right, here, let me, I will, can I post your credits in chat? Or would you, no, that's your full name. Let me just, I'll privately message. I don't want your full name.
They'll get some stats through the roasting, I'm sure.
To be besmirched. I mean, yeah, they'll probably figure it out. Just based off the very specific credits.
Can I read,
Alexi!
the Korean, how do I pronounce this? TH33ND 1SN1.
The end is
The
nigh.
end is nigh, Jeff.
It is not, oh Jesus, I'm sorry.
The letter, thank you for the sub.
Long time pod listener, first time viewer. It's weird watching sounds coming out of your mouth.
Hell yeah, dude.
TH33ND 1SN1.
TH33.
Sorry, Jeff, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Jeff, but you're a fucking idiot. I'm just kidding. I'm so mean to you tonight. I'm so sorry. I'll stop being mean. You're the nicest person I know.
I'm this close to getting my rake and chasing all you kids off me.
You're literally the friendliest person I know. I'm being so mean tonight. Here's it. I didn't even put a subject line. Here are the IMDb credits. We have to make fun of the IMDb credits, okay?
Oh, it's in email?
Yeah, it's an email.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna make another Slammers, what I'm gonna call them. Tonight we are drinking
I love you too, life is nice.
the Summer Manhattan Rye Dubonnet Rouge Reagan's number 6 Orange Bitters. Step 1 is 2 parts rye. Step 2 is 1 part Dubonnet Rouge, which is something that happens. Step 3 is 3 dashes Regan's number 6 Orange Bitters.
We used to do a.
And step 4 is stir with ice and strain into glass. Sorry to cut you off, Jeff. Just gonna finish this up really quick. Step 5 to suckle. And there you go. What were you gonna say, Jeffrey?
I was gonna say we used to do like a little history section on these things, but I think we hit pretty much all the main things.
I stopped doing it because I felt like it was the most boring part of the stream, and it took the most amount of work for me. So it was like it's like when you see stuff like that, you're like, no one seems to actually be super interested in this.
I was a poor substitute for Jake. If you had Jake come in and like actually, and then throw a couple other points in, the two of you just have a block where you got to do that, it'd be a whole different thing. But it's just
right. No. You are a fine replacement, Jake. It's definitely my fault. I was about to say maybe it is interesting, but maybe just the way I'm talking about it. I loved it. I like information. I know. I think for me, I was just like, you know what? I seem to not have to do this extra half an hour of work on Monday, and no one seems to actually notice until just now.
I'm gonna refill this invisible watered down drink right here, and I'll be right back.
Do it.
Okay.
And then we'll do our toast, or maybe we'll launch into our toast while you're doing your
You
thing.
can start. I can hear you.
Okay, who are we toasting again? I forgot.
Andrew Alcatraz gets a toast, and then we're gonna roast April's IMDb page, which I sent you a link to. We'll start with the friendly one, and then we'll end with the mean one. I don't think we're really going to be that mean. I'm actually just really impressed that you've gotten work in anime VO. That would be very cool to do. I would love to do something like that. Be fantastic. And 3 dashes of this. 1, 2, 3. All right. Make it sweaty is what I like to make it. That's what I call it. I scrape a little up from my downstairs, throw it in there just to fucking make it friendly is what I call it. That's what the mailman used to call it. He's like, make it friendly for me. And then I put my hand down in my pants and kind of wipe some of that stuff. And then I'd shake his hand. He'd rub it on his face. He'd be like, make it friendly for me. You know what I mean? I love that guy. He's dead. Died of heroin.
Who taught Jeff's mom Photoshop?
She's a man, baby. Toast koala will do. Welcome, welcome. Aunt Allison Bamcat, welcome. I think you missed it, but I mentioned it was because I was the programming manager at Anime Network. I totally missed this. Thank you for reposting. And they would ask people if they want to do voices all the time if they needed background characters. I love it. That's so cool. Thank you for repeating that, because I definitely missed that. And it gives us a lot more context, because it's a lot of just random ass smatterings of vocal work. All right, I have my drink. Let's start with Andrew Alcatraz to begin with. I already made a joke about how I can't escape you, so I'm gonna come up with something else. Hey, I see you, old man, with your little mouse and your little book cart, walking down by the jail cells, handing out the books. I see you, old man. If they let you out, you're gonna fucking hang yourself. So you better stay in that jail, Andrew. You better stay in that fucking prison, dude. Because I will seek out the lords in you, okay? And don't think I haven't been looking for you, okay? Because every now and then I eat a couple of mushroom stems, and I go looking for you, Andrew Alcatraz. But I know you're that old man with that rat, with that pet rat, and your little book cart walking past the cells. And you're always gonna be that, and I'll always love you for that. Cheers.
Cheers. Forgive me, is this a toast or a roast to
I love that you can't tell.
Alcatraz?
That was a toast, definitely. That's the way I show my love. All right.
Yeah, it's true.
And
That
if
is
you
the
don't, if
truth.
you don't like Holden love, you need to go fucking find
Holden's never gonna
a
change.
big white sock. All right, a big white sock and a bunch of dirty pictures. All right, in the woods, because that's all you're gonna fucking find, dude.
Okay, Andrew Alcatraz.
You don't sound like you're just completely making this up as you go along without
No,
any
not
sort
at
of.
all. I mean, we're good friends.
I feel like you were doing that off of me giving you a director's note of like, can you act like you really don't know what to say right now? Andrew, Alcatraz.
So, ever since we started being pen pals, it's just you've really changed my life, especially in these trying times. I mean, it's like the joy I get from seeing your letter in the mail every day, which, wow, tenacity, dedication, loyalty. I mean, you can't buy that kind of love. So I want to say to you, Andrew, and your generosity and kindness, huzzah, and cheers to you.
Cheers to you with an invisible
Seriously, this
glass.
is great. I know, it's so weird.
Jeff,
Every
I bet Jeff has a little bit of a tale to tell to us right now. She's a man, baby. 10 for I really play video games. Toast something, I guess, in me. You got it, girl.
Let's cut to the chase. Andrew Alcatraz taught me how to properly shave my genitals.
Wow.
special.
Dear God.
He's like, you know what? Let's not make this weird. Let's not have any kind of no funny, no little silly jokes or like uncomfortable silences here. Let's just do this. I'm going to show you how to do this because you got a whole problem down there. I can see it. You're wearing clothes. You're fully clothed right now, but I can see it looks like some shrubbery popping up out of there. You've got to deal with this. And so he's like, all right, come with me. We went to this little room that he has like in his house exactly for this purpose apparently. And he said, drop trowel. I did. It's like, here, I want you to do I want you to mirror me. And he was like very just like we had a straight razor and I was like, are you kidding down there? He's like, trust me, and more importantly, trust you. And we went through the process. There was some sideways, going with the grain in a lot of things. There was a lot of.
She's a man, baby.
A little bit of scissor work too. trying to get, you know, like some of the more problem areas cut down to size that was a little bit more, you know, sane before you get in there with the straight razor and do your manscaping. And you know, and before I knew it, I was done, and he'd had me. I was just so focused on paying attention, I didn't know it read out, "Jeff, you're the best," so I could see it in the mirror, like if I was like looking at a mirror, like when I'm peeing or something. And it was really, really touching. And I think you're the best, Andrew Alcatraz. Thank you for teaching me how to shave my balls.
Cheers. Love it.
Cheers.
Now we also have a roast for I Don't Really Play Video Games, and something I guess we're going to get there in just a little bit. Before we do, though, it's time for us to roast April 5000's IMDb credits, starting with this story. My favorite was in No Manners, when I was in a fight scene. She's a man, baby, a toast for Carly from Kamikaze Mixtape. You got it. My favorite was in No Manners, when I was in a fight scene with a bunch of other people, and they said, just say fight stuff, and I yelled, I'm gonna cut off your head and shit down your throat, and everyone in the room lost it, but you can definitely hear it in the fight scene. Fantastic.
Awesome.
Oh my God, you were in
Love
Diamond
that.
Daydreams. By the way, the credit in No Manners is Gangsta Bitch Brawlers B. Gangsta Bitch Brawlers B. That's fantastic. How do you have a credit from 1974? Gotcha Man is listed as 1974. Also, you were in fucking Full Metal Panic: The Second Raid. It might as well be called Full Metal Fuck Yourself, the dumbass bad show, fuckface, fucker, fuckadoo. So there you go, that's your roast. I hope you enjoyed it, not you idiot.
There you go. That's
All
the
right,
rock.
who wants to go next?
Let's see. I mean, this is an impressive IMDb, and I hate you.
I was
for
about to
it.
say, it's a all right, there you
You're
go.
making me so jealous and mad about it for all the hard work you've done. What a nerd you must be that you work so hard and you get so many parts. I too was going to comment on No Manners because that was perfect casting. Talking about you.
So fun to watch you try to be mean on any
so
level.
shit at it.
You're fine. You're
so
released.
shit
You're
at it.
released from this. I can't
Um,
wait till you have to be mean to something. I guess not really play video games. That's gonna be really looking forward to that one. Jeff, what do you got for us?
I'm sorry again. Remind me who I'm roasting.
This is April 5000.
April 5000's
April
IMDb
5000,
credits.
Of course, it freaking
And the IMDb credits that I emailed
Why?
to you.
Western mean, exactly.
Well, I'm not going to pay attention to the IMDb credits. I'm
Wow.
not doing anything about that.
Wow.
I refuse. You do not deserve it. I'll tell you what. There's two types of people in this world. There's people who like pre-Romanesque architecture, and there's people who don't. People who know me will tell you that I am firmly in the former camp. I'll tell you what. Pre-Romanesque architecture. That's my. I love me a Spanish drum column. You know this. People, if you guys have seen this stream more than once, you know that about me. April 5000 was the first person to come up to me, to my face, and say, "Spanish drum column? That sounds like that's whack. That's loser shit right there. That's the kind of stuff that makes me think maybe you don't even care about architecture at all.
Wow.
And maybe you don't even actually have any kind of knowledge about this. You're a punk bitch." Called me that to my face in front of like all my architecture friends, and
Man.
yeah, it is so whack, yo. She said that as well, and I said I really don't appreciate that we're having a meeting. We're actually discussing this right now with my other friends who appreciate it. Goes around the table like in one smooth thing, slaps all of our faces, just like pivots at the waist, like it was like a weird like Three Stooges thing times 10, and we all like bumped out, all of us like ugly crying after it, snot, like just like stop, leave us alone. April 5000 says it's like I got better ways to waste time than with you little fucks. And then this like takes off, rides out, and somehow manages to didn't even like motorcycle. I don't know how to do this, but like it sounded like an engine went off, and all this like smoke and stuff just kind of came into the little coffee shop we were sitting in, and just like went into our faces and our eyes and our lungs, and it was the meanest thing I've ever seen. That was some shit. That was some bullshit. All right. Anti-cheers to you.
And a roast to do. What do we?
Nuh-uh.
Uncheers.
You've been roasted.
Uh-uh.
You got roasted. All right. I was gonna call you the B word, and then I stopped myself. So you're lucky.
Jeff called you a B word, though.
Yeah.
Whoa.
No,
And he's
Jeff
the
said-
nicest person I know.
Yeah, he's pretty nice. So you got pretty.
You should think about that.
You should think
April.
about that. But while you think about that, I think it's time for us to do some karaoke. I'm gonna save the toast roast of something I guess I don't really play video games for after some karaoke, just to break it up a little bit. What do you guys want me to start?
I'm looking at my list here.
We don't all have to go back to back per se, but I'm ready to go if you want me to. All right, I will go.
You're ready to go, then
Yeah,
I think
you can
should.
go. I want another minute to decide.
Yeah.
Sorry, I will. I'm gonna do some background dancing, of course, for this.
Great.
but
I will
need to
share
kinda-
my audio
Yeah,
with
yeah.
you, even though it might, so you can hear it or whatever. Hopefully
But
this
it's-
works out. Of course, Taylor Swift released a new album this week called Folklore. Honestly, Carly, I thought about you because you love the song, or not love, but the one song that you
I like
like
the friend song.
is that It's Nice to Have a Friend. I feel like this is an album of songs like that. So you might want to
kinda
check
cool.
it out. It's like super, she wrote most of it with this dude from The National. Bonnie Vaire's on a track. It's like her indie album. So I honestly, this is the album I would recommend to most people that would be like, I don't like pop and I don't like T Swift. You know what I mean? I would
Cool.
this is the album I'd be like, well, listen to Folklore. So anyways, here we go. Hopefully I don't butcher this too bad. This is Betty from Taylor Swift's Folklore. I can't believe they were able to turn around a karaoke song this fast, but why wouldn't I believe that when it's the internet and it's T Swift? All right, let me share this audio too. And thank you again, Soat, for donating for this. If you'd like to donate for any karaoke song, Soat made it Lady's Choice tonight. But if you'd like to choose the song, it's always fun to have to sing a song that we don't know quite as well, or to get to sing a song that you surprise us with that we do love. Let me try this out. I like to stand now. It makes it better for me. Betty, I won't make assumptions about why you switched to homeroom, but think it's 'cause of me. Betty, one time I was riding on my skateboard when I passed your house. It's like I couldn't breathe. You heard the rumors from Inez. You can't believe a word she says most times, but this time it was true. The worst thing that I ever did was what I did to you. But if I showed up at your party, would you have me? Would you want me? Would you tell me to go fuck myself? Or lead me to the garden? In the garden, would you trust me if I told you it was just a summer thing? I'm only 17. I don't know anything, but I know I miss you. Maybe I could go a little higher on it. Betty, I know it went all wrong. Your favorite song was playing from the far side of the gym. I was nowhere to be found. I hate the crowds, you know that. Plus I saw you dance with him. You heard the rumors from Inez. You can't believe a word she says most times, but this time it was true. The worst thing that I ever did was what I did to you. But if I showed up at your party, would you have me? Would you want me? Would you tell me to go fuck myself? Or lead me to the garden? In the garden, would you trust me if I told you it was just a summer thing? I'm only 17. I don't know anything, but I know I miss you. I was walking home on broken cobblestones, just thinking of you when she pulled up like a figment of my worst intentions. She said, James, get in, let's drive. Those days turned into nights. Slept next to her, but I dreamt of you all summer long. Betty, I'm here on your doorstep, and I planned it out for weeks now, but it's finally sinking in. Betty, right now is the last time I can dream about what happens when you see my face again. The only thing I wanna do is make it up to you. So I showed up at your party. Key change. Yeah, I showed up at your party. Coming in a second. Yeah, I showed up at your party. Will you have me? Will you love me? Will you kiss me on the porch in front of all your stupid friends? If you kiss me, will it be just like I dreamed it? Will it patch your broken wings? I'm only 17. I don't know anything, but I know I miss you. Standing in your cardigan, messing with my car again. Stopped at street light, you know I miss you. Ooh. And she says the F in that one. This song sounds like a teen boy wrote it. I think that's kind of what she was getting at. I think she was trying to make it sound like a teen boy wrote it.
I was gonna bring it with the song.
There are funny things being said in chat. Funny things, not about your performance at all.
This is the perfect walk to the liquor store song. I love it.
I like that. Yeah, I like the teenage boy. I also love that Mega Meg got a white mask to decorate. And where is it? It says, there it is. Wait a second. I drunkenly bought a plain white mask that says, I'd rather be listening to the Grammy Award-winning 1999 hit Smooth by Santana, featuring Rob Thomas of Matchbox 20 off the multi-platinum album Supernatural.
That's amazing.
I think that is very funny.
I love it. Do you guys want to do a song, or do you want to do a song?
We're at the end of the first hour, so yeah, we can go for it. You want to go, Carly? Or
You do a song. I'm feeling jazzed.
And Carly, why don't we try to have you share your audio on this one? Why don't we try to have
you want to teach me how to do that again?
So yeah, click share screen. Oh wait,
Okay.
let me give you permissions.
Okay.
Who can share?
I had it narrowed down to a couple picks.
All right, so now you should be able.
Days, on Thursdays, I basically have been doing karaoke every week. And
Right.
It's been such a lifesaver. And now my list has gotten, it's 102 long. So friends, if you want to hear more singing, I'll see you on Thursday. Should I do White Wedding or what's the other? I kind of want to do, have I done Black Hole Sun on here? I don't think I have.
You
but that's a
literally
fun
did
one.
it like the last time, so I would
can't help it.
do
It's
White
too
Wedding if we're choosing between those
Or
two.
You Ought to Know. I know that one's like classic karaoke, but I can fucking sing it.
Do that one. Do that one.
that'd be good. I'd like to hear your version of that.
Yeah.
I can do it. It'll be fun. You might have to adjust some volume for me, Holden.
So
But
yeah,
how do I-
click share screen,
All right.
and then you go to advanced, and then music or computer sound only.
Thank you for teaching me,
Yeah.
fellow streamer friend.
Yep.
Yeah, sing with me because that'll be fun.
Cool.
I know this is like classic karaoke, but
Turn it maybe a
Could
little
be.
down, or keep it on the more downside, because maybe a little bit, but other than that, or just
Okay,
don't blast it. But like, I think that's about it. You should let's try it.
all right. Let's see. Just tell me up or down if it's.
I'll like give you one of these,
Give
and I'm
me a
not.
heads
It's
up
not me
and I'll
saying
adjust
you're
as
doing
we
a
go.
good job or you're doing a bad job. It's hey, maybe turn it up. Or
Auta
turn it
is
down.
Oughta. Okay. Ready? Play. I also have to have it a little loud.
That's good.
Okay. I want you to know that I'm happy for you, and I wish nothing but the best for you both. An older version of me, is she perverted like me? Would she go down on you in the theater? Would she eloquently, and would she have your baby? So she make a really excellent mother. With the love that she gave her neighbor for you. Why? Did you forget about me? It's a new place to stay. I hate to bug you, never had dinner. It was a slap in the face. Out the day I was replaced, and I thinking of me when you want her. 'Cause I love that you gave know what you need, but let me know the name that I need for you. But and every time you put it in, you know how you told me home. You died, till you died, but you're still alive. To the top, yeah. And to
Ooh.
Yeah.
Good job. Yeah, that's so much better with the music piping through. I would say maybe next time try to turn it down a little bit more, but
With the background or my microphone? 'Cause I think
no, your the music itself.
Oh, okay, got it. Cool.
But it still worked, so don't worry about it. Also, stop sharing your sound when you're done.
Got it.
Yeah, perfect. All right, that's a way better way to do this. moving forward. So hell yeah. If you would like,
Fun. Thanks for letting me do that. So
also special shout outs to the
that
daughters.
was awesome dancing, and the girls.
Amazing stuff.
Man, are they cool?
They
It's
looked.
just
I love
fun,
with the
yeah.
angled camera and everything too. It looked like they were in a '90s music video, and they were making like mean faces and stuff. They looked so like
Awesome.
full of like '90s grunge energy. Thank you. I don't really play video games.
Yeah, they know how to.
If you'd like to get a song of your choosing up there, there's the $10 incentive right there. And either way, thank you so much for joining us for this cocktails. Thank you, Carly, for killing it. We also have a song from Jeff if he wants to do it. Why don't we do the toast for I don't really play video games and something, I guess, and then we'll do Jeff's song, and then we'll do the roast for I don't really play video games and something, I guess. Also, if you'd like a toast or a roast, $5. There's the link. All the money is going to go towards Jeff and Carly tonight, so please consider donating. And thank you so much.
Nice whooping. Thanks, bud.
Oh, no problem. It's the least I can do. All right, here we go. Moving into the 8 o'clock hour. We're, of course, going until 10 p.m. ET. 8 o'clock ET, that is. And, man, the summer is for real, dude. What was it today? I went outside. I was covered in sweat. Okay, it's cooling down. It's going to cool down a little bit more in the next couple of days. But holy... what's it like out in, where the fuck are you, Kansas? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, DFP? Sorry.
A little cooler the past few days, honestly. It's been kind of nice. It rained, which is apparently weird for this, part of the country this time of year. But it gets hot.
Oh
Definitely.
my god, dude.
But I feel like their typical seasons here are just not the same as they usually are. So
50 minutes left? No, an hour and 50 minutes left. 10 o'clock ET. Dude, we have the bulk of the show left, dude. Don't go nowhere. It was like 68 today. I'm so jealous, dude. Oh, it's just...
like mid 90s during the day, and then evening time, it'll be like 60.
And this is the thing I was thinking about with the whole, social distancing thing is like, I don't want to go to a restaurant right now. So I have to sit outside. I'm just covered in sweat.
Like it's that, right?
Impossible. Had to watch a Zaxby's commercial to watch this? You got a Zaxby's commercial? Cicatrix? Unbelievable. Shout outs to DFP as well. Welcome to the stream. If you're new, you have no clue what we came to do, all right? This is a bit of a rapper's delight tonight. We can only use raps to set the night right. We can only talk in rhyming words, and earlier I ate a couple of tiny turds. Jeff, what is your rap going to be? Let's see. Oh, Jeff, you're muted. You Judas? That's kind of a rap.
Let's see where my head is at tonight. I don't know. I'm not trying to come in and have no fight. I'll tell you what. My rhymes are tight. And if you want me to take flight, I will go ahead and I will lay some shit down. And if you don't believe me, then motherfucker, you drown. Because I'm going to kill you. I'm going to drown you under levels of my rhymes that are badass. And that's right.
Nicatrix, you're saying that you live in Charlotte, making me see scarlet red because everyone's pretending that COVID isn't real. I'm dead. I almost died from COVID myself, so I'd like to see a little bit of a sigh get let out from Charlotte. Go fuck yourselves, you bunch of harlots. I love Charlotte. It is where I come from, but if you don't think COVID's real, then you're a fucking dum-dum. April 5000, thanks for the 5. I'd love to take a little dive into a toast or roast for you. Now that you toast me, it's true. Will do. We living in AZ. I can see that it is a decree. 5 from Edith. All right, I'm gonna stop rhyming. It's impossible to keep doing.
I was gonna say, are you expecting me to do this? Because I'm not.
Edith with the 5. Thank you so much. I will.
I could get away with it for about 20 seconds, maybe, and that was.
I could do it all night, but it would have been the most exhausting thing I could possibly do.
I love to roast a 1-year-old.
Hey, hold on. But either way, shout outs to you out in Charlotte. I hope to get down there in October for my brother's wedding, but it sounds like if people are going to be fuckers about it. My brother also already had COVID, and I also already had COVID. Yeah, Udagoose, I had it.
Wait, is your brother? Is he gonna possibly push it back?
No, it's already pushed back. It was supposed to happen in
Okay.
April.
Yeah.
If it's fucked, he's already said
Okay,
like
I'm
I'm just gonna go to the courthouse if it gets
I
fucked.
can roast kids.
And thank you for your being a frontline worker. All right, what do we got next? We're gonna roast a baby tonight, so that's gonna be fun. Excited for that. We've also got another. Well, let's do the roast and let's do the toast for something, I guess. And I don't really play video games, and
I
we'll
picked my karaoke song too, so we can. I'm ready whenever that's loaded, locked and loaded. So.
No tax cat.
Well, damn, I'm glad you're okay now. Absolutely. Does anyone know if you can give cats human eye drops?
No.
Oh, okay. Definitely not.
No. Only because Jake has, I know this right now, because he's got a sty on his eye. And in order to take him to the vet, it's going to be $300 to $500 to get that shit tested because I have to do like blood work and shit. I looked it up on the internet and you can put like basically a warm tea bag compress on their eyes and that helps. And I mean, depending on what's going on with your cat, like look up that shit. But no, they can't handle the same. Their body can't handle the same shit that ours can.
Oh,
we got
weird.
some cat eye drops for one of our new little guys.
Very bizarre.
Hey, little guys.
All right, a toast for I don't really play video games and something, I guess, as I am starting to be able less and less so to talk. So here we go. This is going to be a rye night. We are drinking. This is cocktails, by the way. We're drinking rye. And this really makes me a bit of a bad boy, okay? This makes me want to do nasty things with my mean little toy.
I noticed there's been no sign of Lexi tonight, so...
No sign of Lexi. We are in a fight. No, that's not true. She's in the bedroom. She's doing completely fine. We love each other, actually. We've been having a great time.
While you're drinking rye, I will stay in the bedroom. You are not allowed in.
Yeah. It's a couch night for me. We've talked about that before, actually. Like, nights where I'm like, maybe you just stay on that couch on these certain nights. Roast the Google symptoms illustration for Sty. Oh, my God. All right, either way. I was wondering about Lexi. She's around. She might pop in later. Well, actually, she probably will because she's going to make dinner tonight, so she's probably going to be back there doing things. Bourbon's my kryptonite as well. All right. A toast. Something, I guess, and I don't really play video games. The easiest people to toast ever. The hardest people to roast ever. The two of you should honestly be fucking roommates. I feel like you guys would get along so well. You're the best. You're like my favorite. I mean... Don't feel bad, chat, but you two are probably my favorite people in chat. Yeah, it was weird that someone came in named Teabag67, which pisses me off because it's 2 numbers less than the number I know they wanted to go with, but someone already clearly was Teabag69. And yeah, and then someone mentioned Teabags or Carly mentioned Teabags right after. But either way, I don't really play video games, and something, I guess, you're like the sun and the moon of this stream, and so many others. You're the pioneers of chat for so many people's streams. You keep these places good, happy places to be in. I always feel safe just because you're around. I wish that I want you to paint me someday. And yeah, like one of your German girls. All right, one of your German BDSM weird guys. This is what I want you to paint me as. And just appreciate you always, forever, and you know that, and here's a toast for you.
Huzzah! Invisible glass. I mean, it's hard not to sound like a copycat.
Don't you hate what I'm saying?
Don't you copycat me! Don't you copycat... I'm not going to, but the truth is, when y'all are around... Wait, is this also a duo toast?
We're toasting both of them at once, yes.
Okay, just want to check. I want to make sure. But when you're in chat on any of my streams, it's true. Like, I sincerely do. I feel safe. Like, you're not going to overly mod things or leave me hanging. Because for anyone who is in the streaming game, like, it really sucks when you gotta make those kinds of choices. And I find myself on this comfy little, spot here where I'm just taken care of, and it's so generous and so sweet. And I know so many people who would absolutely be like, you know who I truly appreciate, and both of your names like come to the top of the list because you really, it's like your reach is it goes across the community, not just across streamers or like the people you interact with all the time. It's a vibe that is contagious and it's awesome. And
How about this? So let's make it a little more interesting. You have to kill one of them. They both have guns to their head. You have to kill one of them. It's necessary for the continuation of the world. It's not even about you. You have to murder one of them. Who are you going with?
No.
Something I guess says kill me and let her live. I agree with something I guess. You're not gonna kill something I guess?
You kill the person who's making you make that choice.
Yes.
And then problems.
Well, that is both of them. So if you kill the person making you make that choice, both of them are the ones making you make that choice. They're like, you have to kill one of them.
Then you kill half of each of them and you sew them together and you create the world's ultimate, like...
I'm killing something, I guess.
Yeah.
If it's down to me. All right, that's all I'm saying. All right, I'm pretty sure Carly would say the same. Jeff, who are you killing, and then give them your toast?
Well, I'm gonna kill. I decided that I already gave my answer. I'm gonna like half murder both of them, cut them lengthwise down the middle, sew
down
them
the
together,
middle,
and create some and tamper in God's domain.
Create a hybrid
and make some sort of horrid creature that hopefully I can teach, how to like have the best qualities of both of them and not go on some sort of terror, like killing, smashing spree throughout their city or town.
Right. I also want to throw it out there. Somebody, I guess you said to kill you and let I don't know play video games live. That's why I'm killing you. Okay, because you're a good person is why I'm doing it.
I noticed I don't really play video games didn't chime back in and go, no, take me.
No, I don't really play video games says, but something I guess doesn't work. That's the thing is now we're going to fight about who's the better person. And I don't like that game because
I gotcha.
I noticed that too, said something I guess interesting. Yeah, very fascinating.
I would say no, take me instead.
So maybe I should kill out to really play video games.
I would say all the things that you guys said also, just like in terms of like what a just wonderful warm presence and that they bring week after week. I can't believe you guys are still showing up here, and I mean that in like the best possible way. It's like it just makes me feel so good. And there's a couple other of you out there too that I'm seeing in chat tonight that have just been here like since the beginning, and thank you for that. And I genuinely got to meet the two of you in person, and it turned out, wow, you're just as awesome and wonderful in person as you are in real life. Also, you were there to literally save my life when you got into that weird time machine thing that you didn't know was a time machine on one of your little random weekly misadventures, and you ended up back when I was being born. I was stuck halfway up sideways with the umbilical cord tied around my neck up my mother's vagina. And what happened is they were able to somehow use the technology that they had developed. I don't understand it, to micronize, they called it themselves. I think Robotech, the Macross Saga, eventually used that terminology. I stole it from them. And what they did is they went up and they up into the fallopian tubes and stuff, and they went and they got me out. They like little tiny version of them unwrapped the umbilical cord, like sort of like very, very gently wrapped, turned baby me, the right way around so I could come out head first. And that was why I'm here, being able to sit and get drunk in front of everybody today. So thank you.
Cheers.
Love you guys.
Thank you for delivering, Jeff.
Thank you for being a big. Also, thanks my mother.
All right. How about this? How about you've got to shoot one of them out of a cannon into a fully erupting volcano. Who are you going with? Life is Nice or Curly Shoe? Life is Nice or Curly Shoe? She's a man, baby. Thank you, Kamikaze Mixtape. Who are you going to shoot? You got to shoot them out of a volcano.
Like this game.
Into an erupting, or out of a cannon into an erupting volcano. They have very little chance. Very little chance. Curly Shoe wants to be picked. Life is Nice is going more for, I think, a little bit of a doesn't want it. I'm actually, just because Life is Nice, I feel like needs the challenge a little. Okay, now they both want to be picked. They both want to be picked. I'm going to go with Curly Shoe. A little bit more aggression in terms of wanting to be have this happen to them. What about you guys?
I mean, I respect the volunteering as well, and I would say Curly Shoe. I mean, to get shot into a volcano is kind of the most badass way to die. So maybe you're ready for that kind of glory. I don't know. It wouldn't hurt because you'd be gone instantly. So if anything, it would just be the extended time warp of anticipating a volcanic death. Which, wow, I mean, that's pretty cool.
Call back to Joe versus the volcano. What about you, Jeff? Life is Nice.
Well, I know for a fact that Curly Shoe has a rocket pack. I know that because Curly Shoe stole it from me. They were my plans. They were like, that was something that I had been developing at MIT for a very long time. And Curly Shoe came in and said, "Look what I invented." So Curly Shoe said, "Yeah, throw me into the volcano, but gonna rock it out. Probably like kick you on the way, make you fall into the." So there's some shady shit already happening right there. Whereas Life is Nice, you know what? I've rarely seen parkour skills the level of what Life is Nice has been able to exhibit throughout the years, and I feel like it'd be a good show. It'd be a much better show to kick Life is Nice in because Curly Shoe is gonna just be like fuck you, it's back on you, and whereas Life is Nice, like he's gonna really fight for it.
Do some air
yeah. I love it. I cry. Says Life is Nice. Also, a lot of Joe versus the volcano talk happening right now. Talk about one of those movies where it's like it's not actually good, but you've seen it so many times it might as well be one of those situations. All right, we're gonna roast the shit out of you guys. Something I guess not really play video games, but first, why don't we get a karaoke song from Jeff? Try to keep the volume on the low side, but I'd like you to share your volume as well with us. Just click the, no, it's great. I should watch it again. I don't know. I don't know if I got it when I was younger a little bit. It was just always on, so I watched it a million times.
I was at that point.
So I've selected the microphone up icon. So is it something in there?
Yeah, no, it's in share screen. No. Click.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Click share screen, then click advanced, and then click.
Am I freezing?
You are now, but that's okay. You like Moonstruck? It's the same writer. It really is. Oh my god, that's amazing. I love Moonstruck. Share screen, then
clear
computer.
Wait, what, Jeff?
Share computer sound. The little checkbox at the bottom. I assume that's it.
Or go to advanced. Right? Go to advanced. Do you see advanced on the top of that box?
Advanced. Okay. Yeah.
And then music or computer sound only.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
Okay, I've clicked it. So can you hear me now? Is that?
You're fine. It's just when your music plays, we'll hear that as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
I am playing. I heard this recently, and it's like an old mix thing I was just listening to while I was running. It's an old cheesy '80s song. It's called "Wild Wild West" by the Escape Club, and I'm gonna do it.
Do it.
Sweet.
Yeah. Get it, girl.
All right, I'm muting me.
Ready?
Hey. Yeah. I'm just waving at my wife. They were asking about you. Yeah, people want to see you say hello. You're wearing the same shirt you were wearing last night.
Yes, and I streamed last night and said, "This is embarrassing." Hi!
47 deadbeats living in a back street, north, east, west, south, all in the same house, sitting in a back room, waiting for the big boo. I'm in a bedroom, waiting for my baby. She's so. Hang on a second.
What?
This is flat. This is like an octave lower. Excuse me.
Go for it. You can also turn it up a little bit more.
You also did not share your audio.
You definitely didn't share your audio. Yeah.
Oh, no, I heard it. I heard his
share. Yeah, but we heard it through his mic.
Oh. Okay. Wait. Oh, maybe I didn't hear.
Click the share button. Yeah,
okay.
there you go.
Ah, okay.
There you go.
So sorry, everybody.
You're so old. You're old. Yeah. Okay. There it is.
Hear that.
There it is. That's that shit.
Yeah.
That's that dick hard shit right there.
Video will play after the end.
Yes, children. I'm sorry about that.
5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. There we go. All right.
There it is. Oh, what? That's the air fryer. Joe Leon, that's an air fryer. Lex got it. It's a giant waste of space and time. She's used it once. It's exactly
I'll
once.
use it tonight.
Sure.
I'll do it on stream. Prove you wrong. Jeez. Air Fire Squad.
Wait. Shit. Sorry, excuse me.
Jeff, you're murdering me right now. You're
Going. Let me do this again. I'm so
Jeff,
sorry.
it's like at the end of Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, when Boromir thinks that he's good to go and they keep shooting him with arrows.
Here we go. This is the one. This is what's gonna happen. It's lonely. That's no. I don't
I know we can't hear you very well, Jeff. Try to turn the music down a little bit. Turn the music down a little bit. Yeah, turn the music down a little bit.
Talking to
Grab the mic and put it right up on you too.
Ronnie's got a new
Grab the mic. Get right on the mic, Jeff. Right on the mic. Nice. Nice. No worries. Put the mic right up on you. Talk into it like this.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. There you go. That's way better.
Gotcha. You can hear the okay. Start as a fuck show.
Don't start over. I'll kill you if you start over.
Put your legs in the air and march them up and down. You can live it up, live it up, down, turn to the left, turn to the right. I don't care as long as she comes tonight. She's so mean, but I don't care. I love her eyes and her wild, wild hair. Dance to the beat, we like best. Heading for the 90s, living in the wild, wild west. Wild, wild west. Wild, wild west.
Wild West. Yo, what's up, Charlie Melancholic? Yo, what's up, Hal Dog? How's it going?
Wild West, gimme, safe sex, gimme love, give me time to give it up. She's so mean, but I don't care. I love her eyes and her wild, wild hair. Dance to the beat, she like this. Heading for the 90s, living in the wild, wild west. Wild, wild west. Wild, wild west. Yeah, Wild West.
Woo!
Good song.
Hercules! That was great.
It only
Fantastic.
took 15 times to get the actual.
All right, get your sound.
All right,
Stop
let's
sharing your
stop
sound.
sharing this music.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, unbelievable stuff. Thank you so much. Now it's time for a roast.
Thank you for your patience,
For
everyone.
something I guess not really play video games. So here you go. Fuck
Gross.
off. You're both dogs to me, essentially. You're both fucking stink like, Heathcliff's ass after a fucking hot, shitty
Shit.
night.
Hang on a second.
You know what I mean?
That's me.
No, but I will say, I don't really play video games. I bet you do really play video games. You're just bullshitting us. Something, I guess, more like nothing, I suppose. You fucking,
Ooh, burn. That was a good one.
you fucking uncircumcised penis gunk from when it's, hasn't been washed in a couple days. So, fuck yourself on that one. And, what else? I don't really play video games. Yeah, I know I caught you, all right? And I know what your deal is, okay? I know you tried to become my next door neighbor, and they threw you out because you live in Vegas and I live in Astoria. And something, I guess, you're too into Ghost in the Shell. There, I said it. You're too into it. Too into it. More like Ghost in the Smell, because it's shit. All right, what do you guys got? It was
Very
really
good,
hard to
very
do
good.
that. It was very hard
It
to
is,
do that.
it is.
All right, I'll call him an
Yeah,
idiot. You guys are
Bellatrix
idiots.
will
Sorry.
like that too. You get him, guy. Okay. I know, like lately since I've been in Kansas, I work in this garden, and I thought, what would be really great, like better than compost or like fertilizer? And I thought, man, if only something, I guess, and I don't really play video games, are here, I could spread their bullshit all over this garden, because it would be really, really effective.
That's what I was gonna say for mine too.
Yeah. Okay, full of nutrients. Okay, all right, how about, okay. You know what you guys are? You're both the lime popsicle. Nobody wants a lime popsicle. All the other colors are better, and that's you. So have fun being the popsicle that nobody likes.
Now that was kind of fucked up. Jeff, what do you got?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I take issue with that. I love a lime popsicle.
Not
Sorry.
everyone likes
I will
red,
never.
purple,
I will never
red and purple.
share that.
Everybody likes red and purple. Blue, maybe. Orange sometimes.
Jeff, just
They-
let it roll.
they,
Let it fly. Let the hate flow through
Well, I'll tell you what. Yeah, you guys. It's hard to say a bad thing because yes, you are lovely, wonderful people who I love to see every time. But then again, you did have that whole thing with there was a very, very obscure Eastern European nation that you guys somehow what you were doing led to the ethnic cleansing of this place.
Oh shit!
That was really, really messed up, and really, and like especially it happened. I think actually within the last year or two, and with like fascism and stuff on the rise, I think that was really, really a bad call. I don't think that you should have started that Facebook group saying "fuck." I'm not going to mention the name of this country. They've been through enough problems, but and somehow there was like tampering, I know, on your part that got a dictator installed, and a lot of terrible things have happened as a result of that. So bad call, guys. No, I will not stand by you on that point.
Unbelievable. All right, there you go.
Uncheers
There's your
to you.
non-toast. There's your fucking raw
Mind
bagel.
me. I don't even put it at the camera because that's how mean I am.
Man, people are really fucking pissed at you, Carly, for talking shit about lime popsicles, by the way. And someone else wrote, Hufflechan wrote, purple is dog shit. So there's that. But either way,
I can't think.
I know the true controversies of the internet, and one of them is popsicles.
here
the
we
only
go.
flavors I don't like, and it's not the actual things. I love a watermelon and I love a banana in real life, but I'll tell you what, the minute you
banana
make something
flavor.
banana flavored or watermelon flavored, fuck you. You need to die face down in your own piss.
There you go.
Jolly Rancher.
Kamikaze Mixtape donated for a toast to Carly, so Jeff and I will oblige that, unfortunately. But I will also say,
Unfortunately.
Kamikaze Mixtape
Yeah, the
is
drink.
Kamikaze Mixtape is streaming all the time. Really cool DJ streams, and you guys should check it out. I see him on there all the time. It's such a cool vibe, and I love it. So everybody follow Kamikaze Mixtape. Kamikaze Mixtape, reveal yourself in chat if you're still watching. Also very understandable if you're not, because I think you donated quite some time ago. Yeah, good. So follow that username right there.
Kamikaze Mixtape's not gonna leave us.
Just click on Kamikaze Mixtape's username and give them a follow. They're doing amazing.
I need to grab some ice.
I can't believe Kamikaze.
Twitch
I don't know if I've said this directly to you, but I've said this to other, Twitch friends. You are a multitasking fucking wizard, man. You've watched his streams, right? I mean, between the music, and like everything that's going on, you honestly do. You're very good.
It's cool. It's super cool. So I've only lurked. I never reveal myself, Kamikaze, but I lurk on all you fuckers. Yeah, click that link right there to follow Kamikaze, and it's just a great thing to put on, even if you're not like up in chat and just to throw on while you're working on shit and stuff. And it's just such a great, and the music's great. It's great fucking flows, really good. Like, I mean, it's a really cool setup too, and just a great thing to just put on the day to day. So check that out. All right.
I know that about Kamikaze Mixtape. That's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. You please, Jeff. You also should give them a follow because it's.
My little heart also bursts because Kamikaze has a print that he got from me, and he's got it like right there in his stream.
Yeah,
so
I know.
Like,
and he's got a poster of the Page 7 WizBrew live show as well. So it's like so decked out. With odes to our streaming podcasting stuff too, which is super cool.
I miss being able to jump in on like the Creep Show Creations. Me able to do a little like watercolor painting and stuff like that. Those are really fun. So
hell yeah! While I'm at it too, on the follow a person train, Skelechairs also just started streaming. Needs anybody, I think they can get to just fucking hang out and check out their stream and give feedback and support. So check out Skelechairs as well. But either way, I need to check out one too as soon as possible. But either way, cheers to Carly. Fucking fine. You're a really good singer, and I like you in my band that we're in together, and you are fun to stream with, and that is great, and I like that, and I like I enjoy you the most when you're upset, so this is hard for me, but I appreciate your existence. I appreciate that you're around and sort of the whole thing that you do. So but when you get too happy, it's, you know what I mean, it gets too much or whatever.
He doesn't like my happiness.
I love it that you're a friend of mine. So there you go. Cheers.
Indeed, bud. That was really hard for you. Thank you.
Yeah, that fucking sucked. That was rough. But either way, I'm glad to say some nice things. Jeff, what else do you got for us?
Well, I think I probably said things like this before, but I just it's so wonderful when like new people at a certain point in your life where you have like an established group of friends, and then when you and new people come in, you're like, oh my god, there's new people that I didn't know this person needed to be an important person to me, and I'm so grateful they came in. And getting to meet Carly, thank you. Some ice over there. The thing is, and obviously I did meet Carly through Lexi and Holden, and I was like, this is one of my favorite new people that I've got to meet in a long time, and this brings a whole lovely new presence to my life, and I'm really excited to have her be a friend. And you've since been to like Halloween parties and Thanksgiving parties at my house, or just like hangout things, and it's been really great. I really, really miss having you around in person. You know, we even like talked about like possibly like, is there something we can do like on Twitch together? And just like this, there's a lot of craziness going on just like personally that I was able to really follow too much up on that, but I can just keep going on about this. But yeah, you're a really, really great person I'm almost angry it took me so long to actually meet you and have you be somebody who I consider like this really lovely friend. Also, you taught me how to build shelves.
That's
amazing. Know that I've talked about.
I taught you how to build.
Carly was the person who actually went back in time and
unbelievable.
Wow.
a young little whippersnapper named Jeff Sproul how to.
I believe it, and it's unbelievable. Thank you
I
so
think
much.
that might be that's like the highest compliment.
Cheers.
Invisible glass. Thanks.
Cheers.
Please. You guys are being so sweet. That made me feel good.
All right. What do we got next? We've got a toast for April now, after we've roasted her. Edith, we're roasting Edith and Edith's 1-year-old son, Felix. And we also have a toast for Kamikaze Mixtape as well to close it out.
Something I guess toasted Carly too. We should read that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I read it.
My toast for Carly. First of all, you're an extremely lovely person who has put on some amazing streams. I love your singing voice. Second, you have been extremely nice to me and welcome since day one. I've enjoyed the time I've gotten to hang with you. Third, the New York hang was amazing and you were so welcome to me and Mel, and that's something I'll never forget. That's so sweet.
We had an awesome time.
I love it.
I've done karaoke with something, I guess.
I love
and
it.
Mel.
That
So
is
cool.
so funny. All right. So here we go.
I've not done
April
that, so we're working
5000.
on friendship
All right.
between us.
I'm gonna bang through this. I just want to say your art is fantastic and your vibe is fantastic. You are so Texas and so fun and over the top in this like great way. I don't know if that's describing you right based off of how little I've known of you through doing Art Smackdown and stuff. But I just think you're very talented and you're very cool. And a really cool person to be around and like an exciting person to be around, which is the best compliment I could honestly give to somebody because I don't like boring people. So there you go. Cheers.
Cheers. So wait, this is then. Forgive me, I'm getting a little drunk, and this is not the 1-year-old. This is for April 5000.
This is for April 5000. Then we're going to
Badass.
shit on a 1-year-old.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, April 5000. For real, yeah, I totally tuned in for the SmackDown that you were part of, and I absolutely love like your authenticity. Okay, that is not something that everybody just automatically has. It's a really, I think, difficult place to get to at any point in life, whether you're, hell, you could be fucking 80 years old and not find your like true authentic self. And your whole vibe is just so fun, so positive. Like, you seem very fearless to me, which I really respect. And I like to have people around me that have that kind of just like a sense of adventure, but also like a sense of humor. I really enjoy getting to know you from afar, and I love your work. It's cool to be artists together, and I think I'm excited to see more. And thanks.
Hell yeah. Cheers.
Invisible glass. There it is. It never sees it until it hits the camera.
Also, Silent Squee is coming back to compete tonight on Art Smackdown after the stream. I'm going to rate it, so you guys don't have to go anywhere. You get another hour of entertainment after this and an art competition show that I will raid, and it is fantastic stuff. And you at home can compete as well and submit your own work and even get on the stream if you win. Jeff, what do you got for us?
April 5000, yeah. I echo a lot of things that Carly said there too. And I remember, the first thing when you actually got into the Art Smackdown, there was something you did, and I don't remember what there was some kind of obscure reference that I got. Was it Back to the Future or something? There was something weird that you did that you put into the reference in your first Art Smackdown thing that was like, oh, I like this person. This is yeah. And so that was already amazing, and just like the art and that you end up doing is this real this real love of life quality to it that I just think is great and really wonderful. Also, you have the ability to make me laugh outside of this too, including at a funeral. It was the funeral of my grandfather, somebody who I was very, very close to, and it was weird because I never even met you. I didn't even know that I was gonna know you years later, and You actually came up to me and introduced yourself to me as April 5000, which I thought was really strange. To like, I was about 19 at the time. I was like, I have no idea who this person is, but this is great. This is really nice. And through the whole every time the guy was saying things about my grandfather, you'd make like a farting noise or something. You'd be like, or something. You'd do some kind of like thing that my brain then thought was like, this is the height of comedy. This is great. And yeah, you got me. You knew that I needed fart jokes at my grandfather's funeral, and you made those happen. You made them happen with such abundance and such regularity that people were actually leaving the funeral thinking that this is I don't know if they thought it was just disrespectful, or they thought that there was actually somebody like genuinely farting in the funeral, but it made things good for me. So thank you for doing that. And yeah, I hope to one day fart at the funeral of somebody that you love.
Fantastic stuff. Cheers. Absolutely.
April, I forgot to say, do you know I went to high school in Texas too, so I also appreciate your Texas.
And one more toast for Carly from Kamikaze Mixtape. One more toast for Carly. You're the best. Your streams have become a special place for me. It's always such a wonderful, genuine, wholesome time on your streams. They've always meant so much. Fantastic stuff. So there we go.
So nice. I'm getting old.
I'm
getting corny in the brain.
We've got two more, a roast and a toast. So why don't we do that in just a second? Here are the incentives.
Karaoke? I mean, hopefully not for me, because
I think we're good on karaoke, but here are the incentives. If you'd like to choose one of us to perform karaoke, boom, there's the link. $5 for a
Make
toast
Holden or Carly sing karaoke if you do. Don't.
You are excellent. So
well, it's not so much about like that. It's just the old man process of trying to actually get my audio shared and finding the right version.
Hell yeah, Nick.
I don't care if it's perfect.
Slowness, speed of the.
Genuine.
Hell yeah, Nick Cicatrix. Hey, just FYI, you all specifically and everyone on the LPN network are the only people keeping me away from clinical depression. I just want to say thank you so much. I have one of your voices in my earbuds all day at the hospital. Much love. Cheers. Hell yeah, Nick. Thanks for being out there fucking getting it done in Charlotte, all right? I'm gonna be down there in October. So I highly doubt I'll see you, but I'll be down there. Either way, honestly, I'm very glad that
share a state with you.
That I could do the smallest bit possible to keep you out of the fucking hole. You know what I mean? And we all know that hole. And we'll continue to do that for sure. What else was I going to say? I was going to say a roast to the 1-year-old. Fuck you, baby. You're just a baby. Get out of here, okay? Or whatever. Or stay. I don't even care. But you know what, baby? One of these days, you're going to get older, okay? And I'm talking about Edith's son, Felix. Edith, you're one of the real ones, okay? But you, baby, you need to go to jail, okay? You're going to jail. All right, that was my roast for a baby. Cheers. Also, Cheers. She's a man, baby. Thank you for the gifted sub to Nick Cicatrix. Enjoy those emotes.
Okay, I'm trying to think of the 1-year-olds I know and have been around recently.
Baby's looking at the screen too, so you want to
really.
Ready,
baby? You ready? Oh! Oh! There you go.
All right, Jeff, what do you got? How you gonna roast this fucking baby up in here?
I'll tell you what, you sound like a fucking pig when you cry. You sound like a squealing pig. You sound like an animal,
Man.
like a subhuman, like. And I'll tell you what, it's not making your parents love you anymore. Stop it. Stop it. But also, use your belly. Here's my roast.
Cheers.
I like that.
Beautiful. Love it. All right, and we have one more toast to do before we just get back to, I guess actually we're coming in the final hour, and that's the question cup. And I also have these question cards that Lexi gave me, these little get to know you cards, so I don't have to look up questions for a little while. But before we get to that, one final toast for Kamikaze Mixtape. I'm going to make it simple and short and easy. You just go right there to that link and give that dude a follow. That's my toast. Right there at the link. If you want to make my night, all you got to do is click that link and give that dude a follow. That's it. That's all I want you to do, chat. Everybody watching right now,
I'm doing it now.
Click the link in chat. Follow that motherfucker and hit. And if you hit up chat or if you hit up Twitch randomly and see that he's streaming, go check it out and hang out in chat or just lurk, do whatever, but click that follow right there. Cheers.
Kamikaze, did you know that on so many levels, like where we're friends on this internet, I actually had not officially followed you, which makes me feel shame that it has been removed.
You should feel really shitty and bad. I'm gonna
refresh
my drink while you give these toasts, by the way.
I just followed Kamikaze Mixtape.
Go for it.
Boom, bam, boom.
Go for it.
Indeed.
Your turn, Carly and Jeff, to toast.
Okay, let's see. You were my first rain. Do you mean first raid? Yeah, that's just it. I was like, I could have sworn I followed you, but like whatever. This internet's weird like that. Okay, Bud. Not only do I admire you and your skills, and then how easy you honestly make streaming look, which is it's not always easy, at least for someone with a little bit of a distraction issue. You make it look so smooth and just all I ever hear about you is this strange that people have actually like come to me, multiple people have come to me and said, man, Kamikaze is so fucking cool. Look, people don't do that. People don't take time out of their day to be like, hey, did you know what? Did you know that Kamikaze is really great? It's like, yeah, I did. I have discovered that for myself as well. But to know, I think it's kind of sweet to know that there are several people within the fam who are just, so appreciative of what you do and the kind of person that you are and like what you share with everyone. And I think that's beautiful. And what a great example to just set on like a human level that we can all be somebody's, inspiration to say, you know who's awesome? I don't know. I thought you should know that. And that's my toast to you.
Cheers.
Clink, 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 clink,
Toast.
clink,
It's a
clink.
good life goal. If people come up to you and say, you know who's awesome?
Yeah. Well,
I'm talking about you. That's good.
right? I mean, I could go on and on about like the things that you have done to be supportive of me as an artist or like as a friend or as a streamer, but the fact of the matter is like you're very well, you're loved, so much so that people randomly think about it. That's beautiful. Makes me happy.
Fuck yeah. All right. Is that it, Jeff? Wait, do you have one? Or,
No, yeah, I Kamikaze Mixtape. Yeah, always this like an old standard. Just somebody just like who had the name pop up in chat and really wonderful person. Also, you taught me how to unleash my chakras. When I was doing my transcendental meditation, I got to a certain point where I was stuck at the root chakra. I was stuck in the red and like in the pelvis and the groin. I couldn't get beyond it. I couldn't move up into the orange and my creativity and stuff. And what happened is somehow penetrating the red, not sexually. Don't make this weird, people. What happened is I saw a vision. I heard some really cool music happen, and it was like, oh, this my parents must be playing some like crazy like cool music all of a sudden. They weren't. It was Kamikaze Mixtape coming in to my root chakra and saying, I want you to follow me, okay? I want you to focus.
Open up.
Let those other thoughts that don't need to be here just be like, don't force them out. Just be like, hey, you don't need to be right here now, right, my friend. Just move aside. Feel these beats. Feel these sick beats. He coined the phrase, not Taylor Swift, with like this sick beat. It's Kamikaze Mixtape got me there just by a little, like a literal sick beat. And It had a cough. Because I said literal. See what I did there? Anyway, what happened is I got more and more in touch with it, and before I know it, that red, I'm seeing orange. I'm seeing orange. I'm moving slowly up into the. It's like I'm moving up into the by the time it wasn't long. So suddenly I'm seeing yellow. Kamikaze Mixtape. This taking me on a musical journey through my chakras, getting me all the way to the white plateau. The white plateau up here.
Beautiful.
I left my body. I transcendentally that motherfucker. And thank you, Kamikaze Mixtape, for making it happen.
All right, all the toasts and the roasts are done for the time being. Also, shout outs to the Captain Sin rating in chat. Another person to follow who's trying to get a Twitch stream up off the motherfucking ground. Captain the Cap, returning the favor, by the way, because I rated him the other night. Check out twitch.tv. The Captain Sin, give that motherfucker a follow, all right? Streaming hard these days, trying to get into it. Great setup, great production quality.
Who is it? Sorry, who'd you say?
The Captain Sin. I have a link in chat if you want.
No, don't follow. No, don't follow the No.
Don't. Jeff's saying don't follow the Captain.
Do not. I'm sorry, I'm just kidding.
Jeff's saying don't follow the Captain Sin. No, thank you so much for the raid, Captain Sin. And
thank you, Captain Sin.
Good shit, man. And
yeah. Anything I say ever.
Yeah, good shit. All right. What else was I gonna say? I was gonna say Carly peaced out. It's 9 o'clock. That means we're on the question cup.
She's done. She's done.
She's done. She's over. She's done. I'm over it.
Yeah.
Okay. She's
out.
out.
Just leave her screen. Let this just be this.
We'll leave it up.
Of our shame.
We'll leave it up.
Carly's interest for the full 3 hours.
100%. Yo, that's the link, by the way, for incentives tonight. $5 for a toaster roaster you, $10 for one of us to perform karaoke, $25, and Jeff and I'll dance around like a couple of assholes.
We haven't done a lip sync competition in ages.
Absolute ages. Maybe I should change the incentive.
I'm just saying that it's funny. I was just like, I almost forgot that was an incentive until I just looked at it right now.
Right? All right. Here's the first question, Jeff. Pay attention. I'm only reading it once. All right. I will not repeat it even if you ask me. Okay.
You got it.
What's your best "my coworkers are crazy" story? What's your best "my coworkers are crazy" story? For me personally, I'm gonna say point blank, I think coworkers all think they're way more interesting than they are. At least when it comes to office work, they're always like, "You should put us in your sketches. We're so crazy." I'm like, "You're all the same, and you're all incredibly boring. You're the most boring people I've ever met." But I would say back when I worked at a little-known place called the Pizzeria, back in Tallahassee, Florida, it was a Greek food restaurant. It was like, but it was very low-key. It was essentially like cheesesteaks almost. We even had a really good cheesesteak pita. It was like a mixture between like Greek and American. And it was yum delicious, but it was like more, it was not fast food, but it was like quick in and out kind of food. You know what I mean? Right off of campus. Delicious. Loved the food. But I remember my buddy, Zach. He was from, I think, Libya. And he was a big dude. He had a lazy eye. And he was real scary. I was real scared of him at first. And man, you would come in and he would just be... I wrote a play about working in this kitchen, actually. My first play. Carly, just to catch you up, the first question of
I can hear you the whole time.
Okay, great. All right. I didn't know. So
I had to get a drink. I don't have my materials.
You're fine. I didn't know what you... I didn't know if you went to take a dirty piss or whatever you were going to do.
Dirty piss, for sure.
Named a D&D character after you hold an absolute fantastic Nimrod.
Cool.
But anyways, man, I remember one day coming in and he was up all night the night before on a cocaine bender. And he was just like, every 15 minutes he was going to the bathroom to throw up. And he was just like, "I can't believe, man." He'd kind of talk like that. And he was just so unhinged at all times. And you never knew when you were going to come in and he would just be fresh off of... And he was a huge dude, like a scary kind of big guy, right?
Because I also worked at the next door restaurant.
Yeah.
That was owned by the same people. All of this is true.
Owned by the same person who lived next to me in my apartment building. It was like a weird house thing. Fozy, who was a fucking, also a cokehead, crazy dude. Crazy dude. And then there was another kid who worked there. What was his name? who was on crack, and he would show up all fucked up too.
I remember him, but I don't remember his name.
And he would show up, and Snoop. And there was this kid named Snoop who ended up going to jail. He was really dangerous. He would brag to me about robbing people at gunpoint in alleyways in Frenchtown, which was like the bad part of Tallahassee. And
The street, come on.
Huh?
Frenchtown is just across the street from the main drag.
It was, but it's rough. I remember Ed saying, I would rather walk through the most dangerous part of Brooklyn than walk through Frenchtown at 3 o'clock in the morning.
True. I mean, I lived there the entire time that I was in Tallahassee, so I've got some good memories. But
You live like right on the edge of it, though. You didn't live on the certain. I know what streets.
I lived behind what they. This is not sensitive, but what they call Bum Lake. I lived off of Bum Lake.
Bum Lake, yeah, you did, yeah. But it was rough. It wasn't good.
And next to the
But that's not
I
good.
would say
That's not
sex
good.
worker, but next to the prostitute hotel.
But that's not a good place to be.
It wasn't a good place to be. But I was also, I was poor, and also at the same time, I have some good memories. However,
I have some good memories. I know you. I'm sure you have some good memories. But I'm sure you wouldn't. If someone was like, you got to move back there tomorrow, you wouldn't fucking be jumping for joy.
I lived in a diorama of an apartment. That's what it felt like. It was like, here's your box, and here's your one window, and here's where your bedroom is.
Right.
And it was, cockroaches.
Well, either way, I love how you make the best out of a horrible situation, Carly. But I don't think it was necessarily an ideal place to live. I think you could admit that. But either way, and then Snoop, he was like, taught me what merc means, which merc to him meant like fucking hold a gun at somebody in an alleyway and take all their money. He ended up going to jail. He kept stealing weed from my weed dealer who I worked with as well out of his car while we were all working together. Dude, it was crazy.
I didn't know that.
So if you want to talk about crazy coworker stories, dude, we had we would make little pipes out of tin foil and aluminum foil, smoke weed in the fridge. I mean, this was like not normal, on any level.
Smoking in the fridge.
It was great though, man. That was one of my favorite jobs I ever.
One of the
but
better
you know what,
restaurants
dude?
in Tallahassee.
You know what I'd say? That was a way better job than working in real estate insurance, than working a temp job, than working at fucking a nonprofit low income house. Like that was way better. Blockbuster, dude, that job was way more fun and way more respectful of everyone who worked there, and like way more whatever. I don't know.
Chop shit. Can you chop shit for 8
Yeah,
hours
you
a
chop
day?
shit. You get so high. You chop
Keep
shit.
chopping.
You fucking give people good food. We made sure that food was good.
It was
I mean?
good.
So anyways, all right, that's mine. Let me read a couple from chat, and then you guys can give your answer. I worked at a restaurant where a group of people injected drugs into their tear ducts, sharing needles, and all got eye herpes, says Poojold Doe Rocks. Dude, what job was that? Can you say, like, what kind of job that was? Like, if not, I understand, but was it, like, fast food? Was it, like, a tattoo part? Like, what are we talking about here? One time, says April...
Give me the question again when you get a moment.
Oh, just what's the best my coworkers are crazy story?
Oh.
April 5000. One time a coworker was let go and they were moving the desk out of his office to make room for someone else to move in there. And when they flipped the desk on its side, the entire bottom was covered in boogers. They ended up leaving it outside the back door of the office, so as people were leaving, they'd be confronted with the terror of the booger desk. Jesus, that's the last part of that story is almost the most upsetting, was the fact that they would like shamed the person publicly. That would be... I'd have to go to therapy for that. It reminds me of me doing that to my
though.
own.
I've had way worse than boogers, man.
Ugh, boogers are gross though.
Boogers are whatever.
Was the weird drug dealer apartment? I can't remember.
Other bodily shit.
I used to work with public school teachers. They're fucking wild. They would take us all out to get plastered every fucking Friday, but it was a whole different type of drunk, like lick a fire hydrant at the end of the night drunk situation. Bum Lake was what it was called, Spork. It really was called Bum Lake.
Yeah, that's just what I'm not.
No, it was the lake that all the bums hung out at. I mean, it is what it is. I didn't even mention the coworker whose first sexual experience was giving Steve Dave from Chasing Amy a BJ. Oh my God. Anyways, eye herpes. Everyone's very upset about eye herpes. What do you guys got? My coworker's crazy.
Okay, I don't know if this is the most disturbing, but it's definitely one of the strangest jobs I've had. And I have worked across the board in retail, food, and whatnot. But my very first job in Texas was working at a place that made spinal surgery kits. So I mostly did, tippity, inventory type stuff. But this was in Texas. So one summer I had to count all the inventory of all the needles. And it was in a garage that had zero air conditioning whatsoever. So it was just like a really brutal chapter in that very strange job. And in terms of coworkers, there was one dude who was like, I think I was probably a freshman in college. He might have been a junior or something. And so therefore he was like, don't worry, I'm gonna like show you the ropes kind of thing. Like really drove that plot home. And he really loved this band called Or.
Ha!
He played Or all the time.
Yeah.
Okay? And hey, if you love Or, I'm not hating on you.
Dude, college people when we were growing up
on this
loved Or. Dude.
Because,
You can hate on Or. Or is so cheesy, dude. Or is so bad.
And he was trying so hard to be like Mr. Cool Kid. Oh yeah, or. I mean, like, here I am. I'm just like, this is really one of my first jobs ever. I'm messing with needles all day and putting them into little, like trays that look like they're fast food or like microwave food trays, and counting needles and putting all these, Spinal Tap tools together. It was, right along my
Oh my god. These guys.
my passion for needles. But that dude drove me nuts because he was also the youngest person there. So here I am, like, I would like to have a coworker friend. And I didn't get one that summer.
Oh man, Or is so bad. Jeff,
Cool.
what do you got for us?
Nothing really good. Honestly, I've been really racking my brains about this, and everything is that I can think of. This, I'm reading much better stuff in chat, and like what you guys have said, it's just mine is just people just being assholes and that. So we can skip me, I think, on this one.
Heathen Wright says the GM of a Pizza Hut I worked at when I was 16 got caught multiple times doing lines of coke off of the back part of the toilet in the men's bathroom. He was eventually fired for throwing hot pizza pans into the lobby and striking a woman with one. Fantastic, Heathen Wright. That's the kind of answer we're looking for. Absolutely. And Jeff, not a saying. That's okay. We can let it slide. But I had a dude show up. He just showed up super late off of a crack bender. And we had to send him home as he was clearly like out of
I
his...
got nothing like that.
Got
Yeah,
nothing like that, huh?
No,
Nobody
it's,
doing... Dude was stealing weed out of another coworker's car, and got called out on the spot. Like, none of that? You didn't have any of that?
None of that happened to me. Weirdly.
Blind Quill, ho! What's happening, dude? 2, 3, 4. We are the Jumbo Shrimp, here to play a game. Oh, welcome to the stream, and welcome to the rest of your fucking life, dude. All right, I'm cackling at someone throwing a hot pizza pan at a woman in the lobby.
But I just don't have anything like good for that.
You played it too safe with your life, Jeff. I want you to start over with your life and play it a little more dangerously. I need everything to be more dangerous.
Telling me, saying, please, just start over with your life. Just get it right.
Just fucking take some more risks,
true.
bro. You've never been held up at gunpoint whatsoever?
No, I get held up by two teenagers who were not armed outside of my apartment in Queens once. And
that's kind of legit.
They got $3 off of me, literally like $3. I was like, I knew they were gonna rob me, and so I walked faster. They're like, "Hey, sir," and that. And I was like, I was like almost home, and I'm like pushing my landlord's doorbell like as hard as I can, and like trying to get thing. And he grabs. I was wearing a backpack. He kind of grabbed my backpack and pulls it back. He's like, just give me your money. I'm gonna hurt you. I'm giving you your money. I'm gonna hurt you. Like that. And I was taking karate. I was taking taekwondo at the time. So I was like, thinking, this it crossed my mind for a second. I was like, no, it's not worth it. Not worth it. And it's like I'm not as brave as I want to be in my fantasies of these situations.
Right, never myself.
And it's like I got very little money, and so I took my wallet. He tried to the bravest thing I did is he tried to grab the whole wallet.
And you're like,
I kind of pulled it away.
Yeah, don't do that because I have to re-get a license and I have to re-get credit.
I instantly pulled it away. I just took all the cash you could see because there was only $3 bills in it. That I gave to him, and the fact that I was pushing the bell made him a little bit nervous too. And he was just a kid. He was a child, and he he ran off. He and his friend ran off. I heard his friend going, "What happened? What happened?" Because his friend was watching Lookout, was wondering why it took so long. I guess.
Yeah, dude, I had a guy come in, fucking big gun, fucking put it right in my face. And I had a man with a cane punch me in the face or whatever too.
Yeah, he said, "I'm gonna life his name," saying, "Ha ha, I'm gonna hurt you." That's what he said. It wasn't intimidating, but it was the situation. It was most scary that his friend was watching Lookout. That was the freakiest thing about it. He had another guy, a bigger guy actually. They should send the bigger guy in to rob me, right? Surely, but
that's weird.
The bigger guy was on Lookout.
But the smaller guy kind of probably had the confidence. I'm gonna hurt you. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna hurt you is a good way to. Either way, here's the next question. A little bit lighter. Here's the next question. A little bit lighter. All right. What songs are included in the soundtrack to your life? What songs are included in the soundtrack of your life? She's Got You by Patti LaBelle. One of my favorite breakup songs.
No, you're wrong. It's not Patti LaBelle.
It's definitely Patti LaBelle.
No, it's Patsy Cline.
Everything you're saying is wrong. It's absolutely Patti LaBelle.
Okay,
There's no way you can prove. Yeah, it's probably Patsy Cline. But either way, She's Got You is good. I'm going to go with something from Green Day. Probably She, maybe from Green Day. Something like that. But definitely something from Green... there was one song from 1099 Slap Hours that talked about infatuation. And that's how I learned that word, which was big. We've got a lot of entries right now, by the way, from chat. Yeah. We're going to read through those in a second. I would definitely say, some Nirvana's in there as well. I'm going to go with, what's the big ones? Some Ben Folds 5, too. I'm thinking Younger Me, definitely for that stuff. Just all of Neutral Milk Hotel and The Airplane Over the Sea is definitely in there.
That was a pretty big album for me, too.
It's a big album for me, for fucking sure. All right, what do you guys... I'm going to think a little bit more on it. What do you guys got?
That's super tough for me because I take those...
Hell, yo, dick, obviously.
No. I would say, okay...
Changes by David Bowie.
Man, that's tough. Because I mean, there are songs that I respect musically, and the construction of it and all that. And then there are songs that just were a big part of my adolescence, I guess.
Right. I feel like it's
Modest
the songs.
Mouse was one of those.
I'm trying to dig a little more into it's the songs that were you when you were going through it kind of stuff. And definitely Bon Iver, Skinny Love. Was my breakup before I met Lexi. With Lexi, we've got Lover by Taylor Swift. We've got When I'm With You, I Have Fun. For sure, that was our... yes, I definitely remember you aggressively pushing Olivia Tremor Control on all of us. Apple Card.
I respect you.
But I will say, I did get to see Neutral Milk Hotel live, and the opener was Elf Power, which was unbelievable. And I thought of you, my friend, while I saw that show.
I mean, I could get into a jazz song or a big band style song that really got me. I mean, that's just so huge blanket question.
Yeah, but just start throwing them out. I threw out a bunch of songs.
Different points of your life, and but anyway.
I feel I mean, the funny thing is I did the karaoke for Alanis Morissette, but she was a pretty big deal to me for a while. Just in general. Which song?
Jeff, you can throw stuff out too, Jeff. You don't have to wait for Carla to be done.
Yeah, this have to be.
I know, but I'm thinking about it because I'm trying to think of there's an overarching one because I've got
Hell Dog.
at different points of my life. There's certain bands, there's certain things that I like. Once I discovered them, they never went away. Where I'm like, yeah, this is an important album to me or something.
Applegarth, the new personal soundtrack canon now includes System Blower by Death Grips, Outcast, fucking, damn. That song, I was smoking joints and smoking bowls, whatever, in the car in high school, driving around, listening to that Outcast album. Like, that's a soundtrack to my life, right?
System of a Down, Sugar was a big deal to me when I first started driving a car. And I drove a Honda Civic hatchback, like the goofiest little go-kart car there is. And I remember turning Sugar like way up and being like, la, 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 like feeling like such a badass.
That's a perfect soundtrack of my life one, right? Because you'll forever associate that song with a very specific moment in your life. I think that's what this question speaks to.
Yeah.
More so.
Green Day, Dookie, the whole album, and I mean, I guess I would probably pick. I mean, okay, Weezer was also pretty big for a very long time.
Huge.
Me as well, actually.
Big,
the entire Blue album, honestly.
Half-Pipe was my favorite. The Blue album was also my. Yeah.
The world has turned and left me
That's
here.
I associate Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness by Smashing Pumpkins with me moving to New York. It was like
That
something
was the first
I and my
concert I went
roommates
to.
just played all the time.
Hell
it was
yeah.
a constant soundtrack. So that's a big one for me. I would say, like, in high school, I'd say the moment I sort of found like my group, like in the theater department in high school and stuff, and I felt like the most comfortable, sort of like, oh, I can, for the first time in my life, like, not feel like I need to hide. I can kind of like be a part of this group. I discovered metal, and a friend of mine, this guy Yui Chung, turned me on to Queensryche and Operation Mindcrime, and that was like such a big thing. It was just like, I'm listening to this rock opera, I'm cool now. And it was like a huge like moment in my life. Actually, it was Operation Mindcrime, Melancholy and Infinite Sadness.
Jazz song. Can I throw this out there, Holden?
Yeah.
Mood Indigo. That one still is with me, specifically Duke Ellington. There's a million different versions, but if you go looking for it, find the one that's about 9 minutes long. The vocalist, it's not Ella Fitzgerald, it's not like some big name, but that particular version of that song I probably listened to more than anything else.
For me, it is Someday My Prince Will Come by Bill Evans, largely a defining of my college years. Green Day forever defines my middle school years for me. Lady Highheart, I was Green Day's #1 fan back then, so I feel the same. You know, I think about early childhood, though. I had access to my parents' record collection and my brother's record player, so I actually have 2 songs that heavily define me as a boy. And those songs are Roller Coaster by Buddy Holly. You know, every day it's a getting closer. I would listen to that on repeat as a boy. I just loved that song. And I Am the Walrus by the Beatles, obviously. I just loved it. It was so crazy and so
cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that about you, bud.
as a little boy. Yeah.
Nirvana,
Those were like weirdly the 2 songs I kept putting on over and over again. Then I got really into Green Day and Nirvana and all that kind of stuff. And Primus, My Name is Mud. I mean, Jerry was a race car. I mean, more so than that, even like Bob on had a man, took a belt, and hung himself in the doorway of the apartment where he lived. That was like my that was my angst years. You know what I mean? And really got it. And now I'm like Mr. fucking Pop T-Swift super fan, but it was all
Mr. Bungle. Heathen, right? You're
Primus sucks
apple pie
indeed.
there.
Yeah, Mr. Bungle, I didn't get till college. College was all jazz, right? It was all jazz, like definitely Fish is in there a little bit.
With your like apartment all to yourself, and you had to create the ambiance for here's the culture gang.
It was all about being bohemian and shit, right? It was about passing around jugs of wine and listening to jazz and not watching TV and playing chess and talking about life. And
video games.
I do kind of almost miss that a little bit, like that approach to life that I had. And then years
totally
later.
Ween, Ruminator, totally Ween.
For sure. And then the whole hip hop thing. I mean, Wu-Tang Enter the 36 Chambers like changed my whole shit. And then New York, right when I moved to New York, I was only listening to Wu-Tang solo album. I was only listening to Raekwon, Ghostface albums. Like, that was it. I would just walk through New York City listening to fucking, it was that, and it was Charlie Mingus, Black Saint, and the Sinner Lady. And that was it. Yeah, They Might Be Giants for sure. So this is a good question. Because everybody has so many different. I'm sorry if I didn't read yours in chat.
Because all I can do is go through like the river memory
pieces of your life. Yeah.
For sure, it's a ton of that and all over the place.
What are you guys listening to more than anything right now? What do you like? What do you have like on repeat?
Well, unfortunately, Taylor Swift just released a new album, and I do like it quite a lot. So that is gonna have to kind of be my answer. But let me look.
You got me into Taylor Swift, so yeah.
What's great is I can look at my. I really like Flo Milli. She's a raptress. She's a rapper lady that if you want to check out her music, I would suggest a track called Like That Bitch, and the hook is I walk around like that bitch. And I really like that song a lot because it makes me feel powerful. What else have I been listening to? Jessie Ware I like. The Dixie Chicks new album's pretty solid. 100 Gex, and then it just evolves into mine. I like Margot Price's new album too. Anyways, and Lexi's really into Blackpink right now. Loving that K-pop these days. Really good shit.
I'm kind of revisiting stuff right now, right myself. I've been like, I love Tyler the Creator, and
me too.
But I've been listening to a lot. I've been listening to Goblin, the first one, like. I guess Bastard technically is the first one. It's like a mix or something, right? I don't know where to find that, but it's like Goblin I've been listening to like a lot lately. And the new Run the Jewels is amazing. Run the Jewels 4 is really
It's fantastic. Going to Pasalacqua, by the way, is the Green Day song I was talking about.
Spork, yeah. The new one, oh my god, it's so good. So
either way.
I'm waiting to find out the title of the song that I've been most obsessed with recently because I can't think of it. But Oogum Boogum is a song that I will never ever get tired of, ever, never. That's that boogum now, baby, it'll spell on me. That song, I find that I get attached to songs that kind of will lift me out of a mood, no matter what the mood is, and like bring me to my best feelings, and that one really gets me. Is that what they say in the song? Yeah, it is, if you're talking to me. So I really love that one, but there's another funky tune that I'm waiting for the title of, and I'll let you guys know. I kind of always go back.
The Daughters pop up a couple times. I don't know the Daughters. I'm an old dad, so it takes me a while to like discover.
So you should probably be listening to a song called The Daughters You Have Daughters. So yeah, that's more new stuff. By the way,
is that a song or is that a band?
Speaking of which, now that we're
Charmingly Melancholic said
a band. Speaking of which, we are talking about so much music. We'd like us to sing one of the songs we've mentioned, or you guys have mentioned in chat. There's the link, $10. We will sing a karaoke song of your choice. That's the link right there. Click it.
Jeff Tate the shit out of some Queensryche.
Oh yeah, dude, and Jeff will fuck some Queensryche up. He's done it before. I'm gonna move on to another question. Do you guys have anything else to throw in? Before I think
I'm gonna interject with a really good song eventually, but I need the title of it. So
no worries. I would say I think everyone should create a Spotify playlist called The Soundtrack of My Life and create that. I think that would be fascinating. I mean, anybody's playlist would be fascinating to listen to, right?
I mean, you can follow, I think it's public, but my Spotify list, the one that is sort of all the songs I'm addicted to for years and years and years at a time, it's called As We Go. That's where I usually put a song where I'm like, this counts.
Hell
it's kind of a great, amazing like art project for the world to engage in. I like that.
I've been doing it for 4 years.
Everybody should create their own playlist of their life. It's like have that be like their soundtrack. It's like these are songs that define me at different eras of my life.
Right?
Really cool.
The more I think about it, and then it brings back all these memories by just listening to the music. It's pretty solid shit. Unlike the question Slimy Meats asked, how come you can pee without pooping, but you can't pee without poop without peeing? But I would say I've definitely pooped without peeing before, but sometimes it happens at the same time. I think it's more just that you train your body to know that when I'm standing up and I'm peeing, that's not when the poop's gonna go out. But obviously when I sit down, for ladies it's different, but it's just you only poop once or twice a day. You know what I mean? Usually, for the most part. Mingus says Goodbye Porky Pie Hat is the last one I'll throw in there. Hell yeah, dude. Porky Pie Hat, rather. Great track. I mentioned Mingus too in my little soundtrack of my life bit. Either way, here we go. Here's the new question. Get ready for it.
Ready.
If you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be? If you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be? Try not to get things too dark in chat. By the way, I know this could go very dark.
My mom needs to announce herself in chat if she's watching right now.
Possible trigger warning.
I know, right? This could get dark. Let's try not to get it too dark here. But I will say this about my own. Less beatings with jumper cables. There you go. Yeah, that's what I figured I would see on chat. But I would say for me, I wish that I was like taught more. Like, here's a good example. I never was taught how to shave and had a lot of anxiety about it growing up. I was never taught like certain specific hygiene things. And I feel like it was also one of those things where I was constantly like not knowing how to do something that I would never be equipped to do, and then have somebody find that out and be like, you don't know how to do this? Why don't you know how to do this? You know, and it's like, well, I don't know how to do this. Thank you, MD Spaceman. She's a man, baby. I don't know how to do this because no one's fucking sat me down and just like taught me how to do this. So yeah, I don't know how to shave, and I don't know how to like, I don't know, do X, Y. It's also being like, just shamed for like not knowing really obvious stuff that no one ever taught you, you know? That shit I wish would change. And I wish honestly kids and everybody would not do that to each other, because it's like my worst anxiety comes from someone shaming me for not knowing how to do something that no one ever taught me how to do. You know what I mean? It's fucking annoying. So yeah, that's mine. Skeletons, by the way, shared the Spotify. Carly shared the Spotify links. And, great one from Edith. I wish my parents hadn't suppressed emotions. Being told it's okay to cry, but get shit done anyway would have been amazing. Same. I have a natural weird reaction that anytime I got into a fight with my parents, I would cry, and then they'd make me feel bad about it, as opposed to, like, working with me on that. You know what I mean? And then the fight's over because I'm crying, and my crying totally was me just using an escape tactic, you know what I mean? Some Queensryche from Jeff and Carly, and Carly's choice from So.
Oh,
thank you so much.
Thanks, So.
So anyways,
Awesome.
what do
I
you?
get to sing another song. That makes me happy.
What do you guys got?
I would say, and this is okay. So some of this, it's walking a line, I would say, of some personal shit.
I love it because both of you, your parents actually watch the stream too, so you've got to
but I mean, but I think that they would also like, you know, own up to this in the same way. But
my mom would admit her mistakes, and she, we're good. Yeah, it's like
I'm so fortunate that I have a really awesome relationship with my folks. But when I was little, for example, there would be like 5 televisions on at once, and it was a very loud home. And that like you never walked into a room where it was quiet, and if someone wanted to speak to you, they would yell at you from across the house. And it's something that I'm kind of sensitive to as an adult. I'm also sensitive to being rushed, because when you say like it's time to go at 8:30, I will make all plans to be ready by 8:30. But if you come at me at 8:15, you're like, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? It's like, no, you told me 8:30. And like, that's a little bit of a quirk that I have. I do not like to be rushed. Tell me when to get there, I will be there. But do not hustle me when I technically have like extra time. So I would say the loudness factor absolutely changed and evolved over time. I mean, we just like don't there aren't as many televisions as there used to be. There used to be a television in every single room, and it was on,
and
whether
on.
there was a person
I think that's
in
the
there or
difference,
not.
like on and.
And maybe I'm sensitive to this also because like I haven't had like proper TV for a really long time, and commercials drive me nuts. Like I mute commercials when I stream things just because they're so much louder, they're so much more aggressive, and they kind of they somehow get under my skin. So if anything, and I don't think that's such a big deal, but yeah, like maybe less yelling, maybe less loud noises as a kid, because now as an adult I absolutely feel that I'm sensitive to those things.
Right, and I know how you get when you're at all rushed. You fucking
Don't rush
lose it. You fucking lose your mind.
I mean, I don't
You know you do, Jeff. What do you got for us?
Read the specific question again. I think I've jumbled the words in my mind.
It is
my
where did your
mom
mom
for
fuck
wonderful
up?
people.
No, if you could change
If I could change what? Sorry?
If you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be?
I think it would just be that it's something I'm trying to do with my kids right now. And it's like you need to work hard. You need to practice. Like you if you want to be good at something, it's like put the time in. Don't expect this to suddenly be like something that's going to be easy for you to accept. And not that they did the opposite of that. I'm just saying that I just wish that that had been kind of enforced in me since my girls have been like little. I've been like trying to say like you get better. The only way you get better at something is just by practicing and just by doing it. And that should be fun in and of itself. It's like you should, if you like drawing and stuff and you want to get better at it, don't get frustrated that you're not as good at drawing as you want to be. Just keep practicing. Just keep doing it over and over and over again, and eventually you will get there. That's how anybody does anything. I feel like I gave up on things too quickly when I was younger, and yeah. So that's something that I would reinforce. And again, it's not even that my parents like said, "Oh no, you're just gifted and you're good anyway." It's just that I wish that particular avenue had been reinforced more.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's really, yeah, I feel like I was a late comer to a lot of things that I like, and it's because it took me a long time to realize, oh, I need to work for this. So.
Yeah, that's a good call. I like both of those, and I liked yours, Carly, too, for sure. Like, especially the TV thing, I just don't get that, and I've been in houses where it's like that. My good friend from high school, his house was like that, and I would walk around the house with him, and he would turn off every TV in every room, and then they'd slowly get turned back on again. It's just like, why are we doing this? Just sensory overload. Like, why, you know?
For real. Yeah.
The
Definitely.
fat president says, I wish I was around other kids more. I agree with this fat president. I didn't have like a lot of friends in my neighborhood. I lived so far away from other kids that when I started going to school, I had to get used to being around more than like 5 people at a time, 100%. I'm going to keep trying to scroll through. I was a pretty distant kid, says Kamikaze Mixtape. I never really learned all those things you hear people learning from their parents. Same. I wish that when I was getting bullied in school, my parents did more than just tell me to stand up for myself of abandonment issues due to them being emotionally unavailable. Yeah, 100%. I wish my dad wouldn't have thought 10 years old was too old for action figures. I dealt with this so hard, Heathen Right. He made me watch as he took them out of my room one by one and made me go with him to take them to the Salvation Army. I remember I had to hide them from my mom because she packed them all up and put them in the attic. And then I pulled them out and I was playing with them, and then I would hide them under my pillow. And then I just came home the next day and she put them all out on my bed to let me know that she found them. And I felt so shameful for wanting to play with my toys and be in Imagination Land for a little bit longer than most other kids. Oh God, how terrible. I was like technically too old, but you know, now I think about it, I'm just like, this is ridiculous.
I'll bring out all my old action. I have them in a closet here, so I'll bring out like my cases of action figures.
Hell yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just like, dude, just fucking let me deal. Like, don't make me feel bad. Growing up already sucks. I already have to deal with so much shit. Yeah, exactly. And that's why I cried my fucking face off Life is Nice when Imagination Land closed and, whatchamacallit, and, Inside Out. That is exactly why I was bawling during that part, because I was forced on me. And it made me so mad. I was so mad. I wish my parents made me a little tougher. I was sheltered from a lot of stuff, and it took me time to become hardened to real stuff like, you know, death, conflict. Yeah, that's why I'm glad I moved to New York after college, because I needed that too, 100%. Everyone in my family does that, and I'm partially deaf in one of my ears that drives me absolutely bonkers. Oh, with the TV stuff. I was the same way, Holden. I was always paranoid about being new at anything for fear of being a poser and not already knowing everything. Because time and time again, I would be shamed for not knowing everything there was to know about anything. What, you know, but it's like, if no one teaches you, how the fuck are you gonna know about it? With 2 sons, my biggest thing as a mom is trying to teach them that it's okay to feel, it's okay to cry, and there's nothing to be ashamed of with having emotions. It's very sweet, Edith, and I'm so happy we shat on your 1-year-old as a part of our roast donation incentive.
That was very funny.
Thanks, guys. All's well, not because my wife is fully supporting my action figure buying habits, though because my wife is fully supporting my... I know, all you're creating is a man-child for the rest of your life, by the way, by not letting them continue to play with action figures. We were the last of the latchkey kids, this Curly Shoe, in my family. I don't blame anyone, but I would have been nice to be the responsible older sibling, to not be the responsible older sibling in charge. I hear that. My sister rushes her daughter, and it drives me mad. She'll say, okay, you've got 10 minutes to get ready to her, and then yell, why aren't you going? Hurry up. And I think it's causing some major issues. I bet you don't even think about that kind of thing, too, you know? And I'm sorry for rushing you every single time I've ever rushed you, wife of mine.
Always. You always rush me.
Always.
And I'm always okay.
And you're always fine. I mean, we're always a little late.
That's fine.
Lexi knew what she's getting into. But, you know, it's good to be aware. Look at you. You're aware.
Being shitty at something makes me so anxious, even if I know it's necessary. Exactly, Edith. All right, I'm going to try to keep scrolling here. My mom is foreign and would push us out and lock the doors, so I created almost an outdoor school for myself, since that's my name be. Oh, my God. Also, I was laughing at, by the way, not that last comment. I was laughing at Heath and Wright having their X-Men secret stash. I had mine. It was Batman action figures. I had a bunch of Batman animated action figures from the animated series that were dope as fuck. They were so well made.
Where did you hide them from your mother?
Just like under my pillow, which is so funny because like you're at that point you're
parents are making your bed.
It's just so funny to hide that. It's like fucking so innocent. Like I just want to play with my fucking action
It wasn't even
figures.
porn.
Yeah, it's not exactly. I'm not hiding drugs or porn. I'm like, come on, just let me be me, like a little bit.
One of the last great action figures I ever had was a Michael Keaton era Batman
Happy birthday, the Joe.
figure where it was like a Michael Keaton all in black, and you could put like the cowl and stuff over him and put like the armor and things on over it, so you could like dress up the 3-inch Batman figure, the Michael Keaton and his stuff, and it was really, really cool. It's like that's one of my favorite action figures I ever had.
Can we also please go back and acknowledge the beautiful, vulnerable thing that MD's given us too?
I was just about to do it. You want to read it? I've been reading everything.
Sure.
Go for it.
I wish my mom didn't impose her own anxiety on me. I vividly remember being 8 years old and telling my mom my friend didn't answer the phone to go ride bikes with me. My mom said, he might not want to ride bikes with you. And at that age, it broke my mind that someone could not want to hang out. It made me question everything I did and constantly think about what other people thought of me. I mean, thinking about what other people think about you is absolutely, I think, an aspect of adolescence and like childhood. And it can very easily become a part of your adulthood. But to be aware of it is really kind of the first step. And yeah, I don't know, MD. I'm so fond of you. It's like, what? But yeah, kids can be little fuckheads, man. They really can be. And it takes people a while to sometimes figure out how to be kind. And that's just a shame.
All right, we've got the final question
You're resilient.
from the question cup. We also do, though, have songs. I forgot about that. So we're going to close out. This will be the final question. I'll move to the question cards next week. Lexi was so generous to give me these cards. But this is the final cup question cup question.
Cup question cup.
Oh, this is it's another music one. What songs would be played on a loop in hell? I will start with Macarena. I will also go with Send Me On My Way by Rusted Roots. Let's go with I don't know. I kind of like All Star, actually, to be honest with you.
Any Matchbox 20 song.
Any Matchbox
Lexi,
20
thank
song
you.
from Lexi.
I got requests for All Star last karaoke stream, and it's like, okay, I'll do it. And I really had to be like, hey now, you're an All Star.
I like All Star, all right. Let me try to think of some really shitty ones, because at the end of the day, those still have hooks to them. There are other songs that are just, like, dreadful to sit through. What?
It's because of retail,
Savage
though.
Garden,
That song
said
played
Lexi.
all the time. I was tortured by it.
Christmas music, Don't Stop Believing. I like Don't Stop Believing. Hotel California and Holla Back Girl.
Such a mark.
Agrees with Holla Back.
Informer.
that was a tough one.
So we going to blame.
That was
Nick,
fun,
cool
indeed.
down.
I Don't Want to Miss a Thing by Aerosmith or Photograph by Nickelback. Absolutely.
I missed the question. I'm sorry. I was
What
typing.
song is playing in hell?
What songs are included on
Holla
this?
Batgirl by Gwen Stefani.
Well, there you go. So someone already said that one. Yeah. What song's on
It's
repeat?
Like, don't throw a banana at me.
Achy Break Your Heart's a good one for sure. I'm fine with Don't Stop Believing. I'm okay with that one. I would say, you know what? Here's an honest one. Going back to Outkast, I love the album Aquemini. Love the album Aquemini. There is one track I fucking hate on that album, and the chorus is Mamacita, Papadonna, Mamacita, Papadonna. And it's over and over again, and it's like not fun, and the raps aren't good or not super fun. It's just a really monotonous song to get through, and it was the only skippable song on an otherwise perfect album.
I think Edith is right that Who Let the Dogs Out is immediately annoying in like 3 seconds time.
It is pretty, yeah, it's got that. How about just a compilation of all 90s rap skits? Dude, every rap album had 8 skits on it, too.
Thank you, Apple.
I hope this isn't racist, me doing this act out, but I will remember, like, till the day I die, the phrase, they say a computer can do my job better than I could damn do it. That is from a skit from an Outkast album. I'll never forget it because it's just been in my head for years and years and years. I like Come On Ride It. I'm okay with that one.
Come on, right.
It's really just if you
That's
worked
right.
retail and there was a song that played
It's
over
really
and over again.
retail. Retail, I blame retail for every song that I hate. It's just, you can't hear any. So I heard Hotel California, no joke, at least 6 times a day for an entire year.
I hate the song Brown Eyed Girl.
I'm not a fan either. I also, for a friend, for Constrictor, they requested American Pie. That is a 9-minute song. Bye Bye Miss American Pie.
God.
I did it because I care about Constrictor, but I will never do it again because I can't. I just
All
can't.
Cretan's Music Awards music. Dan Morrison is not so low key.
Yeah,
Sorry.
the thing is, I could have a song that irks me and I will still give it my all, but know that I feel tortured on the inside. Speaking of songs, I'm looking at the reason my face is all bright is because I'm looking at some more songs to sing. What do we got going on?
When I worked
insert
at
our
Subway,
Twitter
they
song?
played "Mean" by Taylor Swift like 5 times an hour. I'm so sorry for that. I love that
sure that's
song
awful.
too, and I could only imagine how much I'd hate it if I worked at Subway and it played 5 times an hour. I would just
Too much.
despise it. On the other hand, then the number one on Folklore, the one on Folklore had me in fucking tears, dude. I love it so much. That whole album
Relief
is
pretty bad. The jaw, it's pretty bad.
pretty sweet.
I mean, like, it's a good song in the sense that it is well designed, but I can't handle it.
Which one?
Karma Police.
Karma Police cover by who?
Well, not necessarily the cover, but or no, wait a second, not Karma Police. I am getting confused. Our friend who we were roommates with back in the London days, which is how Holden and I actually became close friends. One of our housemates used to sing Creep all the time, and I do not like Creep for that connection. I don't like it anymore.
Any TJ song, we'll be playing a loop of my personal health entrapment. Now we're not playing FF7 tomorrow night, and now that's your fault. Okay, now we were gonna do it. Now we're not gonna. I'm just kidding. We're totally gonna
I
play
bring
FF7
fake plastic trees back into my karaoke.
I like that.
It's a
thing,
good
'cause,
one.
that was one of the songs that netted me my life.
I love it. All right. Speaking of karaoke songs, we've got to close out the stream with some karaoke. So I'll start it off. This is MD Leo Spaceman's pick for me, and I'm terrified. Hopefully it's not a complete and utter nightmare. Also, thanks everyone for joining us tonight. You can always extend the hang with another karaoke song, but I think this is going to be it for us if not. And I am going to...
It's up to you.
Can I toss this out there super quick?
Yeah.
That if you want to hang out on Twitch some more, and I'm not over here, being graciously hosted by one Holden Keneally and of course Jeff. On Wednesday, I've got Dig It, which is a plant stream, and then we talk about plants, but it really is a lot of things, truthfully. And I do that with Floam. And then I also on Thursday will be doing Barn Tapes, which is my way of doing karaoke, and Byron, who I'm staying with here, will come in and play some guitar and stuff. So those are the next couple streams coming up.
There you go. I posted the link in chat, twitch.tv/CarlsBadspeed. Give her a follow and watch her stream.
And while we're plugging stuff, also John Twitcherman this Sunday, 8 p.m.
Yeah.
It's a really, really freaking good, funny show. So
I will be there, friends.
Please check it out.
I miss you all, and I want to watch.
Sunday, 8 p.m. Gonna be great. This flew by, guys. I know we always say
It
that,
did.
but it actually did this time without any bullshit. This fucking
Weird.
went by so fast. All right, here we go. But it's not over yet. Let's do this. Right Back Where You Started From by Maxine Nightingale, coming in from MD Leo Spaceman, who says, "Go fuck yourself, Holden. I never loved you." All right, let's do it. Ooh, it's alright, and it's coming home. We gotta get right back where we started from. Love is good, love can be strong. Gotta get right back where we started from. Do you remember that day when you first came my way? I said no one could take your place. And if you get hurt by the little things I say, I can put that smile back on your face. Oh, and it's alright, and it's coming home. We gotta get right back where we started from. Love is good, love can be strong. We gotta get right back where we started from. Ooh, a love like ours can never fade away. You know it's only just begun. You give me your love, I just can't stay away. No, no, no. You are the only one. Oh, and it's alright, and it's coming home. You gotta get right back where you started from. Love is good, love can be strong. We gotta get right back to where we started from. Oh no. Oh. Such a good pick, MD Leo. The soundtrack to our lives. Oh, you give me your love. I just can't stay away, no, no. No, you're the only one. Oh, and it's alright, and it's coming home. You gotta get right back to where we started from. Love is good, love can be strong. We gotta get right back to where we started from. Alright, and it's coming home. We gotta get right back to where we started from. Love is good and love can be strong. We gotta get right back to where we started from. Gotta get right back to where we started from. All right. Fantastic pick, dude. What a good... Man, that's a song I don't think of ever for karaoke, and that is a great karaoke song. That is like...
Marked.
That was like amazing. Did I just bust it?
Marked in my own brain.
Yeah, that was a good one. Killer. Just gets the party going. All right. So we've got some Queensryche for Jeff and Carly's choice to close it out. Jeff, you got a Queensryche song for us?
Yeah, let's do Operation Mindcrime. We as well go for broke.
Fantastic. And if you could share your audio, by the way, before you start.
I will. Let's take a minute to figure this out. Talk amongst yourselves. Let's.
And Carla, if you want to go ahead and get yours queued up at least.
I mean, I'm looking at the list. I'm tempted to do My Sharona. Is everyone sick of that song?
Perfect. No. That's great.
No, not
That's a good
your
one.
version.
Sweet. I think I'm gonna do My Sharona.
I like that because it's an upbeat. I want to end it on a high note. So let's do that.
I'm not playing it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I know, MD Leo. That's why I was saying.
Yeah. Also, you can do My Corona, which is fun.
I don't want to give it that. I like this song. I've liked it for so many years. I'm not giving in.
And it's alright.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was fun.
All right, let's share this.
You did great, Holden.
Thank you. I'm always
That was
ready.
really good. Music or sound only. I'm doing it. Share. So far, so
I know
good.
that's my name. It's got some questionable elements, but like I'm connected to it because of 90s soundtrack CDs that were in my car. So think of it in that regard.
I'm gonna do a quick test to this. You tell me if it's working, and then I'll go back and start again.
Oh yeah, brutality.
Yeah.
Pretty loud,
Yeah,
but it's cool.
Yeah, let's do it. Turn
Pretty
it, just
loud?
turn it down
Okay.
a little bit and put
little.
your mouth right on the mic, and you're gonna be good to go, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Nice. Perfect.
It just takes a minute and you'll feel no pain. Gotta make something of your life, boy. Give me one more vein. Come to see the doctor, cause I'll show you the cure. I wanna take away the questions. I'm gonna make you sure. Oh, yeah. Except man for the order when you couldn't go to school. Had a skin job for a hairdo. Yeah, you look pretty cool. I have it doing main line. Yeah, watch that dragon burn. No regrets, you got no goals, nothing more to learn. Now I know you won't refuse, 'cause you got so much to do. You got nothing more to lose, so take this number. Welcome to Operation Minecraft. You're an underground revolution working overtime. Operation Minecraft. She's start for you in the system, boy, with nothing to say.
Jesus, what does this sound like?
Hey, Big A, you know everything that there is to do. He's a gun. Take it home, right by the phone. We'll send someone over to bring you what you need. You're a one-man gas machine now. Make this city bleed. Now I know you won't refuse, 'cause we got so much to do. You've got nothing more to lose, so take this number. Welcome to Operation Minecraft. We're an underground revolution working overtime. Operation Minecraft. You're a W in the system, boy, with nothing to sign. We're an underground revolution working overtime. Operation Minecraft. Yeah, you let me into your Operation Minecraft. Make something of your life, boy. Let me into your mind. Operation Minecraft. This time for you in the system, boy. You got nothing. Got nothing to decide.
Amazing shit. That made my fucking dick split open. A little worm crawled out. That was
I
incredible.
love that we're able to share the sound because it's so much more fun.
Yeah, it's so much better with the
I used
sound
to be
share.
like guessing at the tune.
Right.
That was great.
So there you go. Thank you so much, and let's close it out with Carly, and then we are rating the Art Smackdown stream after this, assuming they're going live while we are still on. And it is also Micah's birthday. That is actually a very good point to make. Happy birthday, Micah. I'm gonna low key go ahead and say I can see who's watching, and I see that Shermanators is technically watching the stream right now. And if you are, happy birthday, Micah. We love you, and we are absolutely going to. MD Leo, I'd say save it for next week. I think we'll wrap we'll wrap it up here with Carly's final pick of the night.
Can you hear that all right?
Yep.
Can I turn it up a
You
little
got
bit?
it.
Is that okay? Too loud?
No, that's good. Just get that mic, just maybe hold. Yeah. Just hold the mic up. Grab that mic. Get the mic up on you. Hell yeah, fantastic shit. And we've got a sub bomb coming in from MD Leo Spaceman with 7 and 5 gifted subs. 13 total. Had to do the math in my head with my hands for a second. 7 and 5 is 12. 12 gifted subs. Thank you so fucking much, man. 250 total gifted subs to the channel, making MD Leo Spaceman, man, baby, the undisputed leader of the gifted subs on this channel. Thank you so much. You're better than everyone. You're better than I don't really play video games. You're better than something, I guess. And that is what it is. So fantastic. At least in that one department. Thank you so much. But honestly, man, baby, honestly, we love all of you. Art Smackdown has now gone live. They are ready to have us raid them. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Carly, for joining us tonight on my first stream back from a week off. You guys have been fantastic.
This was really nice.
Amazing.
Thanks
And
for having me. I love it.
let us enter Art Smackdown.
Yes, go nowhere, ladies and gentlemen. We are raiding Art Smackdown. This is the most important thing you can be doing right now is being a part of the Art Smackdown. If nothing else, go there just to wish Mike a happy birthday. He's the best. Shout outs to the Apple Cart. Good to see you in chat. Shout outs to everybody. That's my name. Be on with Play Video Games, Skeleton Chairs, Kamikaze, Mixtape, all you fuckers. April 5000, Hal Dog, all you motherfuckers. Thank you so much. Soat, Entrapment, FF7 tomorrow, Marriage Test. You got it. We'll be there 9 p.m. EST. And Apple Card says your performance spoke to me, and I think that's going out to both Jeff and Carly, and possibly myself. Either way,
I feel the support.
Let's play the video and close it out, but do not go anywhere. We're in no reason telling you to shut off your computer because we are raiding Art Smackdown right now. But let's pop over to
You can keep having fun.
yeah. But let's pop over to the video to call it a night. Take care, everybody. Go to Art Smackdown and have a good one. Cocktails, woo, with Jeff and Holden. Cocktails, woo, with Jeff and Holden. Cocktails, woo, with Jeff and Holden. Making cocktails for you, making you laugh, making you blue. Why would we make you blue? Cocktails, woo, with Jeff and Holden.